AIDS, chlamydia, AIDS, hepatitis, AIDS.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, happy Mean Boys.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Mean Boys Podcast.
What up?
We got Hampton Yount in the studio. One of my favorites. Really
Oh.
appreciate Hampton stopping by. He was fucking fantastic.
He's fucking great. Everyone check out his album. It's fantastic.
Both of his albums are awesome. Suicide Buddies, label mates with us on Starburns Audio.
Watch
Hampton.
Mystery Science Theater: The Return on Netflix. He's
Yeah,
so good on that.
Yeah, he does a lot. Everything he does is he's the King Midas of riffing too much. He's really, really fantastic. And I'm sorry that I lost 20 minutes of riffs. So you're gonna hear that in a second. Just letting you know, we lose a little bit of audio, but we go back into it. And it's still a fucking great long ass episode. Hampton was delightful. All of his links and shit are going to be in the show notes. We are going on the goddamn road, gentlemen. May 30th, we're in Vegas at the Jackpot Bar and Grill. And June 1st, we're at the Comedy Room in Denver, Colorado. And tickets are on sale right now. Go to Mean Boys Go to Mean Boys Every time I start broadcasting I'm like, this isn't what we do.
Yeah, I got to throw a monkey wrench in this shit.
Guys, let's all be friends. Come to Vegas. Come to Denver. Or be in Vegas and then go to the show in Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
Friendship.
Dude. I mean, look, we'll hang out with you. We're going to the Chicken Spot in Henderson. You're goddamn right. We're going to the Chicken Spot in Henderson.
Editing all the other vlogs, and then I'm going to film that bullshit. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, we will spray paint your shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And fucking come do that. We're very excited to see you. Those are going to be a lot of fun. Those are two cities we want to hit for a long time. And leave us a review on iTunes, because guess what? When we get to 400 reviews, we're going to learn witchcraft and do a show with Keith Swan. We're going up to Fresno. We're setting up the rig at the fucking trailer. You're going to hear, instead of hearing creaky chairs, you'll hear like couches with plastic on them.
Yeah, we're going to do rails of a Ouija board and summon my mother.
Exactly. So Mr. Tilesworth writes, great, 5 stars, family-friendly podcast for the PC workplace, and then he put the horny devil emoji.
Oh, man.
This is an entry into the Mean Boys Horny Summer Series. We're horny all summer.
A new mildly official series.
I think this is the first time all 3 Mean Boys have been single at the same time.
I think it is, yeah.
Oh, my God, you guys.
We are going to fuck each other.
Hell yeah. 600 iTunes reviews.
Welcome to the Morgy.
Show your work.
Mean orgy.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're doing vlogs. We're doing episodes. We're doing other cool shit. It's all up there. We just did Puerto Rican Rattlesnake with Louis J. Gomez live in New York. You can watch that motherfucking video. And while you're at it, give us a like on Facebook, a follow on Instagram, a follow on Twitter, and get on our goddamn email list. Let us know where you live and where you want us to come. And that's how we booked our last tour. It was a great success. And we want to go see everybody in every part of the world. Australian people. We got like 5 tweets from you the other night. You all kind of gangbanged this, and I looked it up, and flights to your dumb continent are like $1,200. So if there's 1,000 Mean Boys fans I don't know about in Australia, and everyone fills out the Google Doc, maybe we'll start talking to bars. But as of right now,
we're a little ways off from the Australian.
If you buy my ticket, I will go out there. I will do stand up for you wherever you want, and then fight a kangaroo for your entertainment. But it's really expensive.
Yeah, I'll say it because it seems like an insane thing our fans do. If you pay for us to go to Australia, we will do a show just in your house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll do it nude, bro. All right.
I'll relapse and just fucking get shit faced with you. It'll be a time.
Yeah, Tom will die.
Yeah.
If you bring him to Australia.
Always wanted to go
for sure. As far as
because it's very dangerous to introduce him to the ecosystem.
He's like the human frog.
Yeah.
As far as places we are actually going, this Thursday I will be at Laughs Unlimited in Sacramento at 9:00. Friday I will be at the E&O Lanes in Blue Lake, California, and the 26th I'll be at the Alley Bar and Grill in Ukiah, California.
Oh, and your boy is coming to Bentonville, Arkansas, June 14th, and then Austin, Texas, at the Velveeta Room in Austin, Texas, the place where I just said I was going.
In Austin, Texas?
Yeah, in Austin, Texas.
What part of Texas?
Austin.
Where's Austin?
It's.
Do you mean Houston?
No.
Yeah, okay, can we fly to Austin, Australia?
Yes, Stone Cold Steve, Australia. Here he is with the steel mosquito. So get tickets for that. It's on my website, ConnorMcSpadden.com. That's going to be a lot of fun. I love Austin. I love doing stand-up. Why wouldn't you want to be a part of these two things and bring a ray of joy into my cracked, dark life?
Stutter more.
No. I don't know. I was trying to make it sound edgy and cool, and I was like, I don't know, man.
Anyway.
No, you really showed us.
Yeah, and tomorrow night I'm taping that TV show in Chicago. So go on my Twitter or hit me up if you want to come. All the links. You can find the links, but if you're too lazy to do it, I will help you because I'm at the level where I have a very good level of customer service with my few fans. I get back to people.
Homeboy is accessible.
Oh yeah. No, I play hold music. While you're tweeting me, I'll be like, listen to Unknown Pleasures while you wait for me to.
You're playing edgelord hold music.
Yeah. You guys, everyone, just put on the Smiths, and in a few minutes, I'll tell you where to click.
I found a Muzak cover of Bauhaus.
Yeah, totally. Oh, also, this is a new thing. We want a jingle for the mailbag. So if you make music and you send us, we'll use whatever jingle we get until we get a better one. So if you want to make us a jingle, I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, jingle it up.
If you can find a way to combine Adele and Slipknot, that's the kind of vibe I'm looking for.
Well, I feel like you just ensured we're going to get a lot of really bad questions, and I appreciate that, Tom.
Yeah, and just a brief note about some of the subject matter on this episode. We think that suicide is very funny, and everybody should do it.
Yeah, I really give out some information. I don't know if many Mean Boys fans know, and the point is fear me.
This is a weirdly, especially for having Hampton on it, a very sincere episode of Mean Boys.
Yeah.
It's still funny.
It's
still
a lot
ridiculous.
of 69 jokes, and then also life is hard.
Yeah, midway through the show, shit gets mad real, but it's still very funny, and it's we think you guys are going to dig it, even though it's a little different than what you're used to.
Yeah.
If you weren't afraid of me before, oh boy,
I like that. I'm trying to be like, yeah, we grow as humans, and Tom's like, yeah, you should fear me. Give me more knives as tribute, so that you may survive my wrath.
Yeah. So everyone, draw like a pentagram in blood on your door if you want to be marked safe during the Gospocalypse.
I just want to clarify based off of the things. I don't know if I said this in the episode. I've never hurt anybody.
Tom.
No, it's like very important that people don't know because I talk about some kind of scary shit. It's very important. I've never ever done anything to hurt.
Not at all.
Yeah, and I just want to because it gets a little weird.
I mean, he came all over the bathroom, but you'll hear about that in a week.
Yeah,
that's on the Ramsey episode dropping soon. But other than that,
I was never dangerous to other people. I just want people.
No, you were, and we joke about shit, but Tom is a sweet and beautiful man.
And I joke too, but I was like, oh, this episode, maybe I should just take that moment to clarify because I didn't do it during the recording. So
Tom is definitely safe.
Yep. So enjoy the show, everybody. This week's episode with Hampton Yount. Wow.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Mean Boys Podcast. Most people hear Yanny, but I hear my neighbor's dog telling me to kill again. I'm Keith Carey.
I'm Connor McSpadden.
I'm Tom Goss.
I'm Hampton Yount, and I have been a listener for many years.
Choke up on your mic.
Oh, is that not close enough for you?
Yeah, go.
You want to shove it down my throat, you fucking piece of shit?
Yeah, dude. You want to be a star, don't you? You want to make it a podcast star?
Just sit on the couch, and we'll make you a star.
Yeah, sure. We've got 100 more episodes than you, but we've also got 40 more iTunes reviews. So, I mean, who's doing who a favor here, Crow?
I literally was looking up your pod. I was like, oh man, their Patreon's doing so well. And then I was like, oh, they have 100 more episodes than me. Like,
yeah, no, we're not actually doing good. We've been toiling for longer.
Yeah, wow, the shit got real.
We are tunneling out a shot with a spoon,
very
dude.
Petty, and I'm always checking everyone's Patreon.
Oh, dude, I tweeted the other day. That's the only thing that gets me out of bed is like looking at people I hate and their shitty Patreons. And I was like, oh, that's right, $40, awesome.
I look up Trump's Patreon every day.
Yeah. Well, we had a thing with Richard Spencer. We're trying to beat Richard Spencer. He had a Hatreon, which is like the alt-right, like, no, you can't DDoS us, Patreon, you know? And I think that, like, service got shut down, which sucks, but...
Does it? Does it really suck?
Yeah, it sucks,
was it really called
suck.
Patreon, or is that like a nickname?
No, that's what it's called.
It was called
Patreon.com.
At
Yeah,
what point do you not realize you're a supervillain when you're literally on Hatreon?
Yeah.
That sounds like the worst Transformer.
The Legion of Doom would have just been like, this is over the top, man.
It's a Dodge Neon that turns into a swastika. It's Hatreon.
It's like how that robot turned into a burning cross.
I was like, as a Hatreon just transforms into the N-word.
It's
a gigantic version.
It doesn't
of
even do anything.
How does this help us?
It starts off as
Now
the
they
N-word.
know.
It starts off as the N-word. It transforms, just adds the R. That's what Patreon does.
Hard R, join the assembly.
The Negabots.
The Negabots.
Dude, Hampton Yount's in this. I fucking love Hampton.
Yount's
man.
in the fucking
in this bitch,
oven.
dude.
He's putting his head in the oven.
Hampton has a podcast called Suicide Buddies, and I should be clear, this is a podcast where you mock the suicidal because they're stupid.
I took a different slant eyes to what you guys have been doing. You guys, you mock the disenfranchised. I was like, I'm going to get their money. I'm going to help them.
I'm going to lift them up. Yeah, all that money that could be going to the Trevor Project is now going to buy you MTV shirts from Macy's. All of that cash flow just going right to graphic tees.
Are you referencing the shirt I'm currently wearing?
Is that a Milk
that
TV?
people cannot see?
Yeah,
on your
we
podcast?
do that sometimes.
Hey, Hampton, again, take notes. You're new to this podcasting thing.
We never
all right?
make it about the audience. It's always about what's happening that they can't see.
The important thing is we're bad at broadcasting, and now you're stuck here.
Yeah. You already the gate locks from the inside. If you want to leave,
They're
you have
not
to go
fucking.
through
I've been
me.
locked inside this house.
I'm not getting DeRosa either. We're doing a full show with you. All right? Do you understand?
This isn't WT fuck. This is what the fag.
Classic.
What the fag?
Yeah, dude. With Keith
Are
Carey.
we cool?
I just shit my
we
pants
good?
for a way different reason. Nothing to do with coffee at all.
I can't lock the gates.
Just Me Diapers. That's our sponsor. Me Diapers. So you want to look fashionable after getting fucked in the ass and your anus prolapses inside of your rubber pants?
Oh, dude.
At some point, Mark Maron turned into like a cabbie from the 30s.
Yeah. Hey. He's really been chasing
Listen,
that
Toots,
voice.
I got a lot
I'd
of
say.
cash.
Yeah, welcome to Crack Weldon. It's all your finest chaps in one easy shopping location. Yeah, let's go fuck over some more sponsors we could actually maybe get now.
Do you guys want sponsors?
I mean, it'd be pretty tight.
We already have.
I
We got a
figured
Swedish headphone.
Fleshlight must be easy for you guys.
Oh, Fleshlight. I don't know how we
I mean,
haven't tried to
I've
orchestrate
besmirched
that.
the good
Are
name
you-
of Fleshlight on
Are
this
you
show.
tired of coming in pussies? Why not come in a latex glove?
Dude, I had a Fleshlight and it wasn't that great. The best masturbator I ever had was that fucking that one that girl bought me. Yep, yeah, it was Keith. No, it was like just like a black sock, and it was funny because you put it on and it looked like you had a big
Oh,
black
yeah.
dick.
I've
you
seen
know?
those.
Yeah, and then that
does look better.
I'll say this on the pod, even though my mom listens. Is like I left it under my bed in like a towel, and then one day it was just gone, and I'm sure my mother threw it away. So
This was when you were living at home?
yeah, I was like 15 probably.
How ambitious.
But
as
and
a young
I'm also lying. I was probably 22.
How were you already so burned out on jerking
Yeah,
it by
that's what I'm
15?
saying. Like, I was still fucking, like, different fingers of my hand.
It's like going from like a wine cooler to heroin. Like you skipped a lot of like downward spiral.
It was a Christmas gift
Oh,
from my
cool.
friend Kathleen.
You
I
realize
got her a dildo from Spencer's Gifts, and we had a gift to the Magi thing.
That's
know?
funny.
You're not
Yeah.
supposed to actually fuck yourself with anything from Spencer's Gifts, dude.
The Wiggler I got her got rave
True.
reviews.
Those are not for eternal use.
These are decorative dildos.
What if your mom took it and just jerked your dad off with it because it was funny?
I mean, nothing would be
That's
funnier.
so funny.
Yeah.
And didn't tell him until right when he was coming. What? Oh,
I'm like, oh, you're
And that would make you Eskimo brothers with your uncle, though. That would be.
wait, what?
That's a callback to
It's a callback
yeah.
to.
Nice boys.
You
40
guys all being
episodes.
Eskimo brothers.
Oh, we already are.
I imagine you've all come in at least one person.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah. How many people have you come in? You know?
How many people have you come to? 69, dude. 420.
No,
the
Hampton's
perfect number, dude. Not one more, not one less.
There's a beautiful woman who's like, Hampton, I want you so bad. He's like, I already got the
Got it.
perfect fucking
You get the
You
situation.
get to 420 and then just put your dick in a guillotine. It's like no more.
That'd be so
For
great.
crimes against the French government.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
lay jizzer up.
Yeah. Well, it's like after you hit 70, you're like, well, I got to make it to 420 because I had it made when I'd only fucked 69 people.
I would have stopped at 369 just in honor of Little John and shit. I think that would have been the perfect. He's done a lot for the community. Okay,
community of what? People that fuck people.
people who fuck in numbers.
No, the
Both
show
commu-
community.
Okay, so we broke.
Dude, you suck so bad.
broke the podcast.
I think we broke the podcast during, I don't know, one of the best episodes we've ever been doing. We missed the whole Jim Crow. Let's just redo all the riffs we did. So Hampton plays Crow,
Yeah,
and we did a whole Jim Crow thing, and then Brandon Lee was in blackface. That was good. I did a talking during the movies thing.
It's a good recap. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. That was good. I did a joke about gay people not going to heaven. Did business as usual there. Keith,
That was more like reporting.
Yeah. Keith, we found out got raspberry lung in the Cheesecake Factory.
That was pretty great.
Yeah, that was a timeless riff.
Oh, man. Treasured memories. Lost to the sands of Connor is bad at his job.
Hey, man, I had to, you know what? Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm
Really,
a white man in his 20s who's had every opportunity.
Cut me more slack.
Hey.
Smart. I made it.
Yeah, Tom pointed it out.
Yeah.
And
We entered the bizarro realm where Tom saved the show.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Topsy Turvy World.
See, Tom, Hampton doesn't even know you, and he laughed at that concept.
Yeah.
It just seemed wrong to him.
You can tell visually that I'm not like all about the organization.
I was going to say, just
I'm
purely
not
off
categorizing shit. Like
of purely visual cues, the guy wearing a Punisher shirt does not have his shit together. That is not a together man.
You
usually.
missed me. I used to have a giant mohawk, and I just shaved it because I had a panic attack at 2 a.m, and then was shaving in the mirror, crying. And
Did
then,
we meet a while ago? When
Yeah, now you remember me.
Now
Yeah,
I
we
fucking
met-
remember.
we met-
Sorry, Mohawk's very identifiable.
Yeah, we met several times at Harp. Actually, one of the first.
Oh, weird, man.
Yeah, and in LA
Sorry, I'm
and
so
stuff. But
bad
one of the
at
very first times, like when I was first couple weeks getting into comedy, I was at.
Anyway, you want to fuck my wife? Just quit sucking my dick right now.
Oh, okay,
man.
fine.
We met when?
I didn't think you were.
I don't give a fuck, dude.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm just mad to know that my lambasting of your graphic tees is lost to history. That classic roast.
That's right. Connor did get my T-shirt. Pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
Pretty good.
We have now twice referenced a shirt on an audio
It's about
medium.
milk. It's a milk shirt.
Oh, it's a band called Milk Teeth. They're really good.
Oh, I thought it was like Milk TV or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's subversive.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
You
it.
know, only me and Dennis Miller get it.
Edgy.
Edgy.
Do you remember when that was the Nazi emoji for a while? Was milk?
Dennis Miller?
Nope. The Dennis Miller
White
emoji.
power. Check.
You know, and then when someone buys a trending hashtag and they just put a little emoji next to it, like when Larry David was SNL, they had a little Larry David next to the Larry David hashtag. That'd be so great to get a Dennis Miller like fucking hashtag with his like Dennis Miller emoji in there. I would just like crowdfund doing that. We're not buying jizz.biz anymore. We're making the Dennis Miller hashtag.
I didn't really realize you could buy that. Like, you could do that.
I got to figure that's how it works.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
guys got to do that.
Because you'll see, like, sponsored.
Mean Boys emoji.
Ooh, what would it be?
That way, all the little Japanese girls that secretly want to suck you off can follow you.
It's no secret, Hampton.
We know they're Japanese.
That's what we need is a harem of small, horny Japanese.
Get those guys.
Japanese.
Oh man, what was our good?
That's the Asian Messiah.
I don't know why
Japanese.
Dude, we had a good Hannah Montana Asian thing too, where Miley Cyrus is like being racist.
In Japan, they got them Chinese motherfuckers.
I just want to say, during all the riffs, I was being very
y'all ever
progressive.
heard about Japan? Japan got them Chinese motherfuckers in there. It's crazy.
How do these Chinese get to Japan? Shit. Anyway, I'm the crow.
I'm the crow.
The
Brandon
Crow.
Lee's the crow.
What was the Hannah Montana? What was
It was just that she taped her eyes.
Yeah, I was mentioning to you
Party
that
in the
Miley
DPK.
Cyrus.
Oh, I did. Yeah, the
keeps
party in the
doing-
DPK. All right, there we go. You guys are all caught up. I think it was funnier the second time.
Yeah, oh, totally.
All right.
We really kept all the nuance. I'm so bummed.
Hey guys, it happens. It happens sometimes.
All
You know, it's fine. Hampton still likes us, I think.
My
I'm
first
in
joke
love.
did very
I'm in love
well
with you.
for the listening audience because I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
4 more coming.
So I'll take us away. A Philadelphia kindergarten teacher found a bag of crack cocaine in the mouth of a 6-year-old student. It's being hailed as the healthiest candy to ever come out of Mexico.
Wait, are we redoing the jokes?
No, I just did that as a bit. We did that when we
Why
lost
don't they
the
just
audio
make
with
the
Leah.
whole cocaine out of the black box? All right, next joke. Next joke. Don't wait on it. Next joke.
We're supposed
I'm
to
just going to do the next one. I'm not going to do the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. A blogger suggested parents should ask for consent before changing their baby's diapers. Babies are supporting this movement by tweeting #ThisManny.
Oh, yeah, you're doing act outs on the audio podcast, but I can't make
Oh, you
fun
mean
of
that
one.
thing people laugh?
Yeah, Keith did the Asian peace sign for people who were wondering.
That's also the white people piece.
No, it's only for Asians. You're
yeah, the Asians really took it back.
you're
Asians really embrace embraced peace.
I mean, that's a
Yeah, that'll
pop.
happen when you get
with
nuked.
those Singapore death squads. They really
they're
embraced peace.
all about it. I've been to Hiroshima. Those people are very,
Well, yeah.
very
Why do you
sensitive
think you
about
are
that
like
bomb
this?
thing.
You just drank all the groundwater in Hiroshima.
That's because you are both a fat man and a little boy.
Everybody in Hiroshima just looks like a melted candle, like the Beauty and the Beast candle.
yeah.
Everyone just looks like Lumiere.
It's just like it's a whole town of funhouse mirror people. You're like, oh, hey, guys.
Yeah,
Dude, well, yeah, this is a very popular like pose
Well,
on
it's a
Tin-
Japanese creepy crawler factory.
Yeah, this is like the peace signs, like a popular Tinder like picture.
Oh, I see
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
mean. You're
You're
right.
just appropriating
okay,
people who
It's always
fuck
in like
culture.
Instagram photos. They're always doing like that.
yeah. I was raised Buddhist. I know what the Asians are up to. They're
You know, everyone knows the real Asian pose is crouching while smoking. That's the number one pose of our
I eat Buddhist.
eat the Buddhist
I
like
eat
groceries.
a Buddha diet.
Man, I wish ISIS had killed some people in Singapore this week. I would have had that. We could have done a great joke. We eat the Buddhist like groceries.
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll get around to it.
They'll get there.
Yeah.
I think ISIS in Asia are kind of cool. They're just like, I don't fuck with you, you don't fuck with me.
I can't tell if has ISIS been like more chill lately.
It's kinda like-
I think someone was saying this the other day because I was making an ISIS joke, and they're like, I don't think ISIS is a thing as much anymore.
Like it's Pokemon Go.
yeah.
Hey, it ran its course.
What more do we have to do?
You remember that summer when we all got really into
We're
ISIS?
terrorists.
Yeah.
Like, how are we out of fashion?
Hey,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're bored at blowing up a school bus, like, I got nothing for you.
Well, I know they're
Hey,
called
we got that
ISIL.
plenty in America on our own. We don't need you, ISIS.
Oh,
Ooh, political.
the edge.
I'm the Russell Brand of politics. Have you all noticed my crotch? It's political. me little tiny Mr. Man penis. My little Mr. Girl Man penis. See, you're a bit daft, innit? When it comes to gun control, you're a bit daft. See... Is that the cops?
Hampton, you're being too edgy. You got to tone
PC
it down.
police.
Oh, am I being a bit too political? Is my penis being a little too political?
Well, I did for getting Sarah Marshall. It gave me license to be a big cunt about everything, even though I've only done very mainstream projects, baby. I'm Austin
Yeah.
Powers now, I guess.
You're all
Austin Brand really is like the difference between Austin Powers and Chris Angel. If you put them together, you get Russell Brand.
There's like an Animorphs cover somewhere.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
What was that Jewish mysticism religion?
Kabbalah.
Kabbalah.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
if Kabbalah came alive.
Kabbalah.
God.
He's just a living like
Yeah,
person.
it's just like he's a lot. None of it means anything.
None
He's
of it
going
means
to tell you
anything.
about it.
And they've both been inside Madonna.
My
Hey, am I right, guys?
learned how to do yoga, right? Inside of your girlfriend's vagina. He's doing a downward dog inside of your vagina.
It's like the third eye is the spirit, and the fourth eye is me penis.
And I put it in your brown eye.
I like.
The fifth
the
eye.
most enlightened of all the eyes.
The body is 90% eyes.
Yeah, it's a Mighty Morphin's Power Rangers character. It's all
Yeah.
eyes. I'm brown eye. I'm covered in assholes.
Oh yeah, he's talking to like a
I don't know
young.
why they tapped me in to fight the Power Rangers. I have no useful skills.
Yeah.
How do they feel about buttholes? That's
Yeah.
all I got.
He's talking to like some like chick that just took a Leslie Kahn acting triage, and he's like, the ancients believed in a fourth eye, you know. And she's like, it's going in my butt, isn't it? Oh man, I hope I get to do background on
He's like if
get him
he-
to the Greek too.
He's like if Hogwarts had pickup artists.
I'll just slither into the vagina. Welcome back to Brand Boys. Let's do the whole podcast as Russell Brand.
God.
I don't
We have
see
a
this
new
getting
band.
old at all. Whose turn is it?
Tom.
It's mine. Yeah.
All right,
Whose turn?
Tom's.
you did it like we were gonna do Run's house.
10 children were removed from a home where they were hit by crossbows, BB guns, and waterboarded. Pretty much an overnight camping experience. Mice getting fingered by a man with a guitar.
I was like, oh man, Jackass is going crazy.
I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is child abuse.
This is Johnny Knoxville. This is Bam Margera. We're doing the Drowning Children challenge.
Hey, I'm
Just shoot a kid point blank with a BB gun.
I'm Chris Pontius, and this is Kindergarten Waco.
I know this is like a terrible opinion to have, but when I read that, I was like shocked that none of those kids got molested too. That
I mean,
was like
I gotta
very-
figure they did. It's just not in the
weird.
paperwork.
Yeah, I don't.
They
Where did
usually say.
You know what? They're not braggers.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
why they didn't
bragging
say
about
All
it.
right, so like theoretical question.
It's a little-
You're 10 years old, and they're like, look, you can either get molested or get shot with a crossbow. I don't know. I take the molestation.
I mean,
I don't
go
know. That's a good
crossbow.
question. Ritualistic abuse or molestation, guys? This is the McLaughlin group.
Yeah, no, with the crossbow.
All right, boys, what would it be? Ritualistic abuse or molestation?
No, this is the Suicide Buddies Proust questionnaire, like in Vanity Fair, where they're just like, all right, question number 4, crossbow or pinky? What do you think?
With the crossbow,
I guess crossbow,
when,
honestly.
When I was 8, I got shot with a crossbow. When you show this like cool scar, you get molested. You can't like whip your dick out like someone. milked
See, it
me.
doesn't
Like,
work. I'm too anxious.
Sorry, did you just say someone milked me?
Yes.
Milked me. Christ. Oh, that's what milk teeth is.
Boy, you city slickers don't even know how to milk children. You city slickers.
Untrustworthy man with a bucket full of horror.
Yeah, milk teeth is a child blowjob. I think that's
milk teeth.
Milk teeth is just a condition that Keith has, where it's like, are those like a fucking
My family refers to me as butter teeth.
Rescinded teeth.
your family, the people that are supposed to love you the most?
Well,
to
to
make
be fair,
you feel
you've
safe.
heard how we talk about my family on this show.
Yeah, that's a good
Your
point.
family, the people who should support you the most. No.
I like everyone's
As is the
mocking my
case
good.
in every family. No families have had problems.
Hey guys, everything worked out all right for me. I'm sorry about that. An East LA Starbucks is under fire for writing Beaner on Hispanic man's cup. They're being sued for damages after everybody
Carlos
bumped their heads
Mencia?
together when they called their name. It's in East LA, folks.
Man, what a bold move.
What a deet-de-dee. Am I right, everybody? That was a big deet-de-dee-de-do-do.
I love the idea that the guy who wrote that thought he had even half a shot of like, and I'm going to get away with it too.
Yeah, because he can't post because he has Cricket Wireless, and it doesn't work in this neighborhood.
It is kind of weird to be just so absent-minded about like the ramifications of what the internet could bring you.
Yeah.
It's like people can fire you immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You just don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Can you choke up on your mic? Sorry.
I'm about to burp. That's what I'm.
Dude, burp into the mic, man. Did you burp the word rape?
Zach Braff.
Hampton, burp the whole edgy alphabet starting with A. Ganal. Butts. Cock. Dicks.
Man, it's so edgy to say dick and cock on stage.
You're the next.
People are not expecting that.
Man, you're trying to edgy one up me now. I feel insecure.
Edgy-wise.
I'm trying to think of a better edgy.
I'll tell you what's edgy: saving lives, saving suicidal lives, man. That's
very
edgy.
Will Smith.
How did you turn your chair around so quickly?
I became Matthew McConaughey.
$1 million isn't cool. You know what's cool? $3.
What?
I've been watching The Social Network a lot. That movie,
A lot.
I'm starting to be like, that might be maybe one of the best movies of the last
I need to
10
rewatch
years.
it sober because it was very
Yeah.
boring. And
What a weird movie
It's
to
not.
drink during.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I was on a bunch of Klonopin when
Oh, you know what I recommend? Don't be on drugs watching this movie.
yeah,
You might enjoy it more.
I needed it for like
It was boring. You know, I also was on Klonopin.
I like most people would get loaded and turn on the wall. You're like, yeah, man, I'm going to eat half a bottle of pills and watch this social
I
network.
I'm going to
my
kind of
God.
learn some history from 10 years
I
ago.
was at my godparents' house. I started freaking out. Like, take the pills,
A
and then
drug-addled mind and an Aaron Sorkin script. That is peanut butter and jelly right there.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. A woman was mauled to death by a pack of dachshunds. For more about a woman being destroyed by multiple wieners, listen to the joke about my mom. I assume Connor wrote about it.
No, I don't have it
Good,
today.
man. Very solid.
Thank you.
Very solid writing.
thanks, man.
Yeah.
Setup, punch, made it about your friend. It's all good.
Somehow that's the most hurtful thing. Is genuine positivity. I'm like, hey, fuck you, pal.
man, good job, you know?
Yeah.
Chaos ensued in a Texas restaurant when a snake dangled from a spinning ceiling fan. The bar owner stated, "It's a shame this is the only southern state where we can't just feed it to the people."
I don't know. That was kind of long.
It was long.
All right,
That's
guys.
what a snake is.
Yeah.
A man in
They're
Allen.
not all
That's
winners.
their only thing.
They're all neck.
Yeah. Oh,
Like sharks.
Just
They're
like
all
Keith's
neck.
mom, all neck.
She's got a fifth eye too.
You want to fuck me in my other pussy?
My other pussy.
The other way.
The other way. Yeah.
I forget what's the French word. Oh yeah, asshole.
Asshole.
My asshole.
All right, guys. A man in Allen, Texas has been caught with 58 terabytes of child porn. To put that in perspective, that's almost enough storage to record half of the shitty joke Tom just told.
His joke wasn't even that long.
It wasn't.
He tried to milk it to me.
Well, that's why you were off. Ooh, you're bad at that.
I was trying to. Yeah, I can't pull one over.
More like
You're too good.
terror bites. Am I right, guys? Sexual trafficking is a serious issue, and America needs to deal with it.
Yeah, there's got caught in some sex traffic on the way up here, guys.
There's a ton of sex traffic on the 405
It was
and
on
the
the
101
101 today. The 5.
Chad Butley with the sex traffic report. It's
Man,
backed up all the way to the 4 and 5.
Well, yeah, I had to drive past Cheetahs on Thanksgiving, and the sex traffic was ridiculous. It was just there's just a bunch of sad like sedans that have like different colored front panels from an accident.
Just hide here, Dad.
Yeah. Did you bring a hungry man dinner with you on the road? Like, did you microwave that to eat in the car?
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, here's the stupidest joke I've ever written. Scientists claim sharks love jazz music. Sharks agree with one saying, nah, Daddy-O, it's about the surfers you don't bite.
You see, the sharks love the jazz music. The shark comes swimming up, and he's got the blowhole, and he got the fins, and he got the blowhole and the fins, and they come over there and they go, "Hey, what's going on there?"
Sharks
Need to be playing any jazz. The bibbit of the bobble, the zippity bop.
Skibba-dabba-dibba-jaws.
When Bill Cosby rapes you, it's very jazz. It's very freeform.
Dude, when Bill Cosby
You
did
hear one loose saxophone, you're like, Doom approaches.
He's all about the rest notes. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's the thrusts I'm not doing. That's it.
When Bill Cosby did that set in Philly at that like jazz like club or whatever, he did that one set, and he actually had a fucking great line where this little girl goes, "Who are you?" And he says, "I used to be a comedian." I'm like, that's funny. That's still really, that's pretty good.
That was like what, his last set?
That was like maybe like 6 months ago.
6 months ago?
Yeah,
Not the court set, the before
back?
set.
Yeah. Honestly, that
The court set went rough.
Amazing. Mostly facial
I
expressions.
mean, I loved it, but he did not have it.
Imagine if I did have an airplane. I'd be like,
I don't have the plane that goes, but the DB Cooper throw the money out the side.
with the peanuts, and it's never enough peanuts.
I love the idea of like an action movie about Bill Cosby just trying to escape on like a tiny airplane.
Oh my God.
Like he's got a parachute out.
It's called Just Cause.
Oh, wow.
Oh, fuck.
I got to retire.
All right,
I have
Twitter,
to quit comedy
Photoshop
after
that.
Just Cause.
I want a Just Cause poster in my mentions.
Bill Cosby holding a pudding pop and a gun.
Parachuting out of an
very
airplane.
like action movie.
Parachuting out of an airplane that says Bill Cosby's longtime personal airplane.
Yeah.
I love the idea of his next album. He has a pudding pop against to his head, the way all the edgy
I love the
comics
idea
have.
that you think he's getting a next album.
He's got to do it just for this album art, I'm telling you.
He's
It'll be
doing a
great.
studio
It'll be
album
totally
with
worth
no
it.
laugh track. It's just
Yeah.
him like alone.
In his movie, his co-star is 60 women.
Oh, man. Yeah, fucking Robbie Goodwin pointed out that his life is just the Seinfeld finale now. Like, I thought that was so fucking funny.
Oh, wow.
Follow at Robbie Goodwin for one good tweet for every 20.
It's a numbers game.
Yeah.
Just like baseball. I
Yeah.
assume.
You know?
An angry man.
I also think about Robbie Goodwin's tweets when I'm trying not to come. You know? I'm like, really, dude? Another Medea thing? It's 2018, friend.
Dude, he's going to listen to this.
Oh my God!
I know. I'm
His
giving him
feelings.
He's my buddy. I'm kidding.
Connor's just speaking
Hey,
truth to
hey,
power
Hampton.
here.
It ain't called Nice Boys, all right, buddy?
To power.
Just give her a Robbie Good.
I just get up there and I speak the truth. Y'all be eating ass. This is the truth.
Hey, that's
Look
not...
at this motherfucker with the Hawaiian shirt. Y'all be eating ass in Hawaii?
Punching up.
Fucking-
An angry.
Who likes to fuck? This mic kills fascists.
That's Cameron Esposito's materials. All y'all be eating ass. Speaking truth to power.
Oh, dude, that's a hairy... I'm just thinking something with hairy kind of butthole, you know? I like that hairy kind of butthole.
Harry and the Hendersons kind of butthole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's Sasquatch.
That forest Bill Cosby got lost in.
And sorry, okay. An angry
No, try to be funny. It's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Give it a good go. Give it a try.
It is like
build
getting-
up energy.
this is a
Build up
bad-
some momentum.
Yeah,
Alright.
doing a joke right now is like getting hard on a porn set. There's just all these lights and there's all these like fucking key grips running around.
It's literally like they're like, all right, we're bringing in the other guy who doesn't know he's about to fuck this lady halfway through the porn, and I'm just like, I should have bought a pill. Like, is okay, all right.
Yeah, I watched that one. Yeah, I didn't see that.
An angry Texas man shot his ex-wife.
Wait, angry Texas man. You mean a Texas man?
You shut up on a pill.
Bad state.
Truth to power. Bam.
You also watch porn on Klonopin?
Shot his
or-
ex-wife, her 3 children, and her boyfriend. He was seen entering the home holding a gun, screaming, "Some asshole just tried to serve me ceiling fan steak, and someone's gonna pay for it."
You tried to do a callback.
I did, and I was
to a
just like,
joke that wasn't a joke.
it was more of a setup.
Oh,
Shot his
man.
family.
Yeah, it's
Man.
it would have been better.
Look, what I'm saying is I'm glad his family's dead for this moment.
It was,
If
you
not,
know,
if just for that joke.
Yeah,
and I'm glad the snake's alive. It totally worked out.
The snake shot him.
There's a goddamn snake on the fan.
Well, better kill my wife.
I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes. Am I right, guys? Remember that one on the motherfucking fan?
Man,
Yeah.
the internet's a crazy place.
Hell
That
yeah,
might
dude.
be the scariest combination of animal and object. Is a spinning ceiling fan with a snake.
Yeah, how badly do you have to
around.
fuck up in the chocolate factory to go to the snake fan? Where it's just like, oh shit, I fucked Willy Wonka's wife. He put me in the snake fan.
It's like it has so much mobility now.
Yvette Wonka. It was a little beautiful woman. All right, this next one. I wrote these hella this morning. A Florida cop who didn't confront the Parkland shooter is getting an $8,000 monthly pension. In a related story, Bill Buckner was just inducted to the Baseball Hall of Fame. I don't know why I'm doing baseball jokes. I'm not a
Be
baseball
honest
guy.
with me. I want you to be honest with me. Did you look up who Bill Buckner is?
I knew it from a Seinfeld episode.
But you had to look up to make sure you had the right name.
I did not check. No, is it the right name?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh, then I think you win.
You did a sports.
It was
segment.
either that or I was going to say Star-Lord got put on paid vacation in the Soul Stone, and I was like, that's not me.
Nah.
That's that's not what this podcast is about.
my God.
Star-Lord jokes.
More like the Averagers and the Infinity Boar.
Thanks for making me feel better, man. You
Landos.
always-
I don't know.
Got him in your scope. Got him.
Yeah.
Sniped.
Pow,
Dead.
pow, pow.
Dead. Bam.
The world's largest door. Man, I've
Loving
been
all
waiting-
these topical jokes you guys move abruptly past right away
Hey, don't fuck.
after half-ass delivering.
Yeah.
Look, usually we try harder.
Great.
A lot of
This is great. It's like I don't have to wait till the 3 shows tonight doing them.
Dude, this is a lot easier around someone I don't respect. Do you feel that way? Where
I
you
don't
just,
respect you.
hell yeah.
The world's largest orgy will be attempted this month in Las Vegas.
Cool.
Yeah, I know, right? If you want to go to Vegas and see a bunch of smelly sexual deviants crammed in a room, get your tickets for Mean Boys Live at the Jackpot Bar and Grill May 30th.
Promo,
dude.
promo.
It's a bar. Hampton, it's a bar and a grill.
We were talking
No,
about
they don't have that technology to compare. There's no feasible way.
A bar and a grill went into the machine from The Fly, right? And then we got the first night. They gave us
it's
they
the
gave us the
Brundle
room.
Chili's.
Excuse me, is this Brundle chili?
Jeff Golden Brown chicken tenders.
Can I get a
not good.
vomit fajita?
That's a regular Chili's.
That's the episode title, is what that is.
Yeah.
God damn it! Now I want a fajita.
All right, Tom, close it out. Mediocre.
Yeah, should have done a hot where we're gonna be joke.
Where we're gonna be.
Fa-
That's a good way to build up momentum.
oh yeah, no, I've built up so much
There
bomb
it is.
karma.
There it is. He's on fire.
Fans booed a college sports game when the marching band took a knee for the national anthem. The conductor came out and said it wasn't a protest. They're white. They just got real tired.
This is
In Las Vegas and Denver.
yeah.
The dates you're gonna
Yeah,
do.
the dates I forgot.
Yeah, you're like a reverse Andy Richter, where it's every time it starts to go well, you sabotage it and make it about you. Yeah, I like it. It's a lot of fun. And on that note, the Meatballs Podcast will be right back right after this. And now, Anne Frank tries dabs.
So you just heat it up and I just inhale, right? Okay.
That was And Frank Tries Dabs. If you've been listening to the show for a while, you know that we only listen to things with studio headphones.
That's right. Studio headphones are premium, on-ear, fucking Swedish, awesome headphones that won't hurt your family.
If I want to hear the voice of any of my loved ones, I make them call me just so I could take the call on studio headphones so
True.
it sounds even better than real life.
They'll turn you into an absolute monster, but a stylish monster.
They're so fucking sleek and aesthetically pleasing. The battery life is phenomenal. You can use Bluetooth and fucking walk around jamming out like Baby Driver.
Or you can use their crazy magical cord that does not tangle ever.
Never.
No.
Not even once is it even kind of tangled.
No, if it ever tangles, riot.
It's fucking crazy. We keep talking about it, and it's not even in the ad copy that we should be discussing, but it's a very, very good auxiliary cord.
Speaking of monsters, Mr. Ear exclusively listens to audio with studio
And Lord
headphones.
knows we all care what the fuck Mr. Ear's deal is.
Oh, geez, I can't imagine why we don't have more fucking sponsors when every single product has a Mr. Blah, blah, blah
Yeah.
dipshit.
I can't wait for Professor MeUndies to dick us out of some money. Anyway, go to studiosweden.com, pick up your pair today, use promo code MEANBOYS15 to get 15% off. We get a little kickback, you get some fucking killer headphones. Everybody wins.
There's free shipping all over the world, and listen like a cool guy.
Hey, everybody, it's time to listen to the sponsors.
No, keep going. This is good.
What are your sponsors?
What would our sponsors be?
Not Fleshlight, apparently. Bucket of jizz. Do you guys need a bucket of jizz? Call the Mean Boys and they'll spend a week filling your favorite empty KFC bucket of choice.
It's not even. It's not even
Into 3 different seasonings. Keith provides the Southwest hot sauce flavoring. Connor's got the mayonnaise flavoring.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Tom has the breaded cum. Breaded cum.
Yeah, your sperm come out crusted individually, hand rolled in batter.
Oh my god, it just looks like Payco.
What I like the most about this riff is we don't have a third-party sperm company. It's a service that we provide ourselves that we're just trying
You guys are
to
drained.
boost the signal on.
The amount of cum to fill a bucket.
Bucket.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, the Mean Boys have been chugging Gatorade out of a beer bong for weeks to try to fill their first order, and they are backed up because
Eating
$20
celery.
seemed like a lot at the time, but
This is what killed Joe.
Purely water-based diet of watermelon, celery, and Gatorade.
yeah.
Attached to a milking
amount
device.
of coke.
I look like one of the slaves they buried with King Tut, so fucking, I hope you enjoy your bucket of jizz.
Yeah, well, my dick looked into the Ark of the Covenant, but enjoy your stupid jizz.
By the way, there's 3 different compartments, so I'm imagining it's like when you get caramel corn for Christmas, and you get like, all right, so I got the regular
Comes
here.
in a decorative tin.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the Mean Boys podcast is back for our middle segment. We're gonna have a fun little suicide chat. You know,
Okay.
there's a little bit of cross
Don't
promo.
kill
You guys
yourself.
should probably kill yourselves.
Me and Tom have both tried.
I've tried a lot.
I kind of was
I've
like,
been
I wonder if
vigilant.
we'll dance around that because I almost figured you'd bring it up, and I was like, I bet they at least one.
Normally we plan a segment here. We all woke up late, so we're like, we'll just talk about our suicide.
If you want, we can play emo lyric or live journal entry, but I mean, it's completely your call, Hampton. If you this
I
isn't
imagine
again.
you could do any live journal entry like emo music if you just are like, I went to the Starbucks. It's like that's all emo music is like shouting over their amps. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. It's just like, well, it's loud, so you must feel stuff.
I feel like killing myself.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, that guy feels it.
Like therapy with you must be amazing because every time he's like, so yeah, how did that make you feel? And you're like, you remember Mac Tonight? What if Mac Tonight was gay? You know, it's just
He's feeling sack tonight.
yeah.
Oh, man, things are old and gay. Please don't let me feel stuff.
Oscillating between crying and bits is a very odd.
Oh yeah,
Like
I do that one a lot.
You
Where
feel like you're high. You
someone's
just
like, hey,
really
like our lives are
insane.
falling apart. Can you stop riffing? And I was like, no, I had this whole thing about the Bloodhound Gang. If they like started like made a serious album and it was going somewhere, and if you just shut up for a second.
Oh, my God, the Bloodhound Gang unplugged.
Yeah.
I would sincerely go to that.
That would actually be dope.
They are
as shit.
great. They're
Yeah,
very
yeah.
fun.
They did a bunch of fucking Meat Puppet songs towards the end. It was very odd, but I mean,
Yeah.
it was a
Are they-
bold.
what do you mean the end?
But at the end of the set, the Bloodhound Gang set.
Oh, okay.
It was a Nirvana
Unplugged
joke.
reference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, didn't Nirvana only do one Meat Puppet song?
They did 3.
Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. I didn't know. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
remember that. Sorry.
You got to give me your milk shirt.
You're right. Okay, here it comes.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, how many times you
You
tried to
gotta
kill
give
yourself?
me your milk shirt.
Children fighting on a playground.
Man, I don't know if this is going good or bad, guys.
I genuinely can't tell. I think it's great.
Yeah, Hampton, give us an out of 10 rating so far.
7.
I can work with that.
Yeah, you pass.
You got a C-.
But your parents aren't going to be like sucking your dick anytime.
Yeah. You seem pretty stoked.
No, my mom would suck my dick.
You seemed pretty
I got
stoked to be
$20.
here until we lost most of the show. And then you seemed like you got a little peeved. Seemed like that kind of got under your skin.
I got mad when you lost part of the show.
Did you really?
I was like, oh, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And the answer is a worse show.
The worst, the maddest I've ever been.
I think you have probably the funniest suicide attempt, Keith.
Oh, yeah.
Did you slip on a banana peel into a noose?
Intentionally? Yeah, whoa.
Yeah, why did we pick today to do real life Mario Kart? I'm glad I kept this note in my pocket.
I tried to hang myself in my closet and I broke, I was fatter than this. I was 100 pounds fatter. And I broke not the bar, but the wall that it was attached.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wait, so how? The wall?
So basically, I jumped off the chair. Well, I didn't jump. I just sort of walked off. I wasn't, trying to test my knees then. But yeah, and
Like that Titanic guy.
The bar kind of half cracked, sagged in the middle, and you just see where it's screwed in, just go, and I'm like, and then
No, and you
might
look
as
up.
well have done like the shower bar.
it was literally the second my
Yeah.
foot left, I'm like, wait a minute.
Damn, dude.
No, I imagine you look up at the bar and it says "Made by the Acme Corporation." Come on.
What brought you to that? What age were you?
I was 15, 16, something like that.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
So that's really just you're feeling life.
Yeah, well, you're feeling everything.
You're feeling everything, and hormones are out of control. And
Yeah.
you probably
And
have
Keith had a great
depression.
life. He was very ungrateful.
Yeah, I was living in Florida
I've
with
heard a little bit
with
of
a heroin
backstory.
addict and
Yeah.
a Nazi, so I was like,
Not
check,
at all
please.
weird, dude. You know what? That's actually as I say to a lot of people who have depression who try to talk to us and shit. Try to, but I'm always like, yeah, that's a completely healthy reaction.
You're always
Yeah,
after
if your
you say
environment
you
is-
can't sit with us.
It's like, yeah, you should be aware your environment's so bad it's making you want to kill yourself.
Yeah, I
It's
will-
not
Yeah.
like you're like, what's wrong with me?
Nobody I've ever talked to about trying to kill myself has ever gone, why'd you do that? They're always going, oh, yeah, well, duh.
Yeah.
It's like the video game froze. You just tried to reset it and try again.
So after that, how humbled were you?
I mean, I just felt fat and dumb.
You felt fat?
Well, it was
like I'm too fat to kill myself.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the bit I do about it is if I want to die young, I got to do some sit-ups.
Oh, dude. Yeah, too fat to die.
the casket won't close. Your parents are just embarrassed.
Yeah,
You're like,
they're
is shoving it down
They're
like,
like, wait, is there a bottle of coffee creamer in the door that's
Or they,
fucking up this whole operation?
They cremate you and it's like a garbage bag full of ashes. So gigantic.
Well, you're
The KFC bucket.
We're going to hit every state with these ashes. The Keith Across America
Yeah,
tour.
they just shot him out of a T-shirt can.
We're making an enamel KFC bucket when you die, and I'm putting your ashes in there. All right.
God damn it, I need to outlive you now, so you can't do that.
No, dude, it's your problem for making me executor of your estate.
And
that was where you really goofed, my friend.
since then, do you feel like have you gone to therapy ever?
No.
No desire?
No, I mean, I've thought about going at some point.
Sure.
But
You
I
probably really understand what would happen. Like you're a smart guy. You
Yeah,
get it.
it's
you
kind
know
of-
what would happen
Exactly. And I
where
kind
it
of feel
would,
like I've figured out a lot of shit.
and it sounds like you kind of already know where to stay away from bad,
Yeah.
influences and shit.
Right.
Get away from the bad things.
Yeah, just
Is
like,
a
don't-
huge
yeah,
way
it's
to
like
not
if
feel
you,
suicidal.
if you don't surround yourself with nightmares, then you'll be kind of okay.
Yeah.
And I haven't tried since then. So I mean,
And now you guys have a cool bullying podcast. Things are really good.
Yeah,
I have a
yeah.
suicide podcast. Things are going good.
yeah, well, I used to be weak, and now I'm a big tough internet man.
Yeah, dude.
I'm a big tough internet.
And I'm just,
And then we mock dead children.
yeah, now I'm sticking it to retards
I'm
in the
better than
news.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one thing
Sucks to suck, nerds.
I'm for sure better than children and retarded people.
Yeah, that's actually
mock
that's
them.
on the Mean Boys crest in Latin. You are better than children and retarded
They
people.
can't read Latin.
Neither can we.
Yeah, I mean, I had an attempt towards the end of high school, entering college, and then when I was in comedy later on.
Okay.
Did you go to any of the psych wards?
What was
I've
the
never
last?
gone to a psych ward.
You said that you're like, have you ever been to Napa Valley? The wineries are amazing.
You got to try the wine in the psych ward.
Swirling the Prozac.
Yeah.
Swirl the
Doctor comes in with a
Prozac.
glass of wine.
Softest walls in the state. It's unbelievable.
Oh, the thread count on this straitjacket is to die for. What was the last set you did in comedy? I always wonder, because I always think if I die, if I was going to kill myself, I'm like, really, that's going to be my last show, Anchor Bar,
What was the last set I did? did?
Yeah.
It was Josh and Josh.
Okay.
That's a decent show to go
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Oh, dude, I only do crushers. I only do headlining sets across America. Isn't it crazy when fucking who was it killed himself after a show in Detroit? I think it was Soundgarden.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, killed himself.
What is it?
What?
Chris Cornell?
Later that night,
Yeah.
and I tweeted, I was like, man, like crowds in Detroit must suck. Jesus fucking
When did
Christ.
this happen?
Chris Cornell killing
It was like
himself?
last year, yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
You
within
know
a
what's
year.
hilarious? I listened to some of their music a lot. For some reason, it was always playing at the psych ward I was at during outdoors times. With Black Hole Sun. Yeah,
They're like telling you lyrics that are like gonna drive
I
you
like that they call it
crazy.
outdoor time.
every
Wait,
two to
Tom, so you've been to a psych ward?
I've been like 14, somewhere between
Okay.
14 and 18 times.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
So which one was playing the sound? Were they playing Savage Garden
was-
so everyone fucks?
That was one of the better ones. It was UCI. They have a very nice one. This is when I'm still my
They're
parents-
nice there.
Yeah,
Parent
Tom's
insurance.
doing the Miley Cyrus Asian eyes right now.
And they have like a concrete wall on the roof, so that you
Swanky. Wow.
can jump off it, and then you have like a half basketball court.
Oh, yeah. They're like, can we get some of those Apple factory nets for the psych ward?
You go outside for an hour every 3 days, and then they have radio. And this was adolescent. I was only there for adolescents.
Oh, okay.
And so you had to be like level 3 to change the channel. So a lot of the time it was just whatever.
Three?
Yeah,
It's like Scientology? We're going to tell you
Yeah.
the real shit at level 7, dude.
It's Scientology, but
here's how we're gonna
at level
fix you.
7, they tell you you're gay.
I knew it.
Spoiler alert, you're gay.
Oh, man, now listen to Brown Hole, son.
Yeah, dude. Level.
In my hole is your cock.
Well, what is level 69, guys? We're not moving on until we figure it out.
well, they had level 0 through 3.
What would they give you level 0?
You're already there because you're suicidally
So
depressed, and
demeaning.
somebody government like
Yeah,
signs you up
yeah.
as level 0.
Just start at level
Level-
1 and go to level 4.
You started like level 0, and if you go back to level 0, you're just like on level 0 for like 12 hours just to be like, welcome to the place. You're not allowed to talk yet, or I mean, you're allowed to, but it's like,
Wait, were you in a psych ward or like a Chinese debtor's prison?
Well, yeah, and then Bane, would come and give you some like the wisdom, and then
but yeah, if you and this
Deep
isn't
cut.
Bane would turn around his chair and be like, "Everybody gets down. We all have these
Hey,
thoughts."
Connor, do you want to send that joke to 5 years ago?
Hey, Hampton, I'll have you know we
jokes
do
were just cutting.
We do
a lot of
joke a lot. All right, we do a lot of Bane on the show.
If you don't like it, you don't have to be here. You don't have to listen to the joke.
You can suck a dick, Hampton.
You can suck a fat dick. Yes. Batman or whatever.
It's the new Borat.
My wife.
My wife is in the darkness. It's psychedelic, baby. Do I make you horny, baby?
What's up?
Oh, Batman, it seems you've fallen and you can't get up.
I'm going to shoot your eye out with that dick.
beef, Batman? Where's the beef? Is it in the darkness, Batman?
Remember Covfefe? That was a lot of fun. Covfefe, yes. What was he trying to type? I don't even know.
Anyway, Tom, please continue.
Tom, you had a mohawk, so I'm going to assume you were there for, you had depression from drugs.
no,
No?
no. They thought I was
No
Organic.
drug use going on?
no, not until
Not
no.
until later.
Not until after everything was better did
Well, I
I
didn't think
dabble
during your
in the
adolescence.
420s. But at the time I was
You've dabbled in the 420s. I was blazed in them, boy.
Just really depressed.
Yeah, they thought I was. I mean, they diagnosed me with a bunch of stuff. They diagnosed me with OCD, bipolar.
Have those stuck around, those diagnoses?
Schizophrenia. So the only ones that have stuck around, and I've tried to excommunicate from psychiatric help.
Sure.
Which has been
No.
results.
It's a little bit of mixed results going on. They don't have a lot of the the stats to back
And-
it up.
and
They're
they-
winging it. If you're
Yeah.
winging
They-
it.
they-
Well, the
it's
human
like-
mind's
it's
a
like-
very complicated.
It's like when we were using
It's
leeches on
very
people, kind
complicated,
of.
Yeah,
and I just
That's what a
seen-
therapist is. It's a money leech.
It goes into your wallet and fucking.
Hey, look at-
But enough about my ex-wife. I'm Bane.
I I'm Bane over here.
Hey, I'm fucking taking over Gotham. Oh,
The worst part about hijacking airlines, the food.
I get no respect. No respect. Killed my wife. Now you're making me do it.
Here's your sign. Hey, fuck you. You're not better than Bane, you cunt.
You're not better
Make it
than
know
Bane.
I'm the only non-hack here. All right.
You just can't do Bane, all right? If you could do Bane.
do Bane right now.
You
Tom.
guys aren't doing Bane.
Tom, do Bane.
You guys
Tom,
aren't doing
shut up
Bane.
and do Bane.
Oh, yes.
Now that's a wizard.
That's bad Yoda.
I do bad comedy.
Yeah, you're doing concussed Gandalf.
That's the guy who does the.
You guys do shit Bane, too. You guys do.
Bane.
I don't want to be Bane shamed by you.
Bane shame.
Bane,
All right,
shame,
that's the
shame,
new.
Bane.
That's the new T-shirt.
Well,
Don't you Bane shame me?
did we already do 2.5 Banes?
Yeah, we've done it several times.
Okay, all right. Yeah. That 70s Bane.
Baning out. We can't. There cannot be this much Bane on this show.
Okay, guys, I'm just doing it despite Hampton. So, Tom, your life.
It's alright.
We're making fun of his deep spiritual Bane, you guys.
It's so funny. We're like, we're going to talk about mental illness and suicide in like 3 sentences. You're like, Bane. We got to do the Bane.
You got to break it up.
What about
Yeah.
anything we've ever done on this show led you to believe we were going to have like a deep conversation?
We're having a deep conversation. Well, here's the thing: you can go through stuff, and then later on, if you work on yourself, you can do some fun Bane riffs. Yeah, you know.
So yeah, they diagnosed me with all sorts of shit. The most consistent one for like a 6-year period was I thought I was schizo, and then I had the one
Depression.
that stuck was
Yeah.
depression with psychotic.
Did they vape through the
Schizo, though,
diagnosis
I mean,
the
that's
first time?
that's like what did you say?
Did they vape through the diagnosis the first time? Was there also a guy just like, yeah, that sucks, dude?
No,
Vaping.
same amount of eye contact though.
Really, just pushing you through the system.
Oh yeah, they're pretty.
Oh, he's a schizo.
Yeah, I
he
mean,
probably
yeah.
sees things that aren't there. Let's medicate him so he definitely sees some shit.
the medicine I was on, there was one that I just I literally I couldn't walk. I just drool.
Oh, that's
I couldn't
cool.
talk.
That's awesome to do
Like
to a
people,
kid. Yeah.
like the nurse would be like, "How
Yeah, it's
are
called
you doing?"
dabs, guys.
This virgin doesn't know how to fucking hang. Doesn't know about dabs.
Man, you're a gay virgin, dude.
Yeah, that'd be so funny if like this isn't a psych ward. This is a fucking smoke shop. Like, what the fuck? No, that's my problem. So, I mean, you kind of went through that, but then I guess you went back to school. Like you got out of there, or like
Oh no, I didn't go back. Yeah.
you had no normal like adolescence.
I mean, I was homeschooled and went to a Waldorf school
Holy
and an
shit.
Ayn Rand Institute for a while, so that was. But yeah, no,
That's where you learn the finer points of libertarianism.
no. Eventually, like
Live in the woods with your children.
Yeah, Tom has had like the childhood of like a Charles Dickens character that is on fire.
That's
like
crazy.
Yeah.
the mental health problems got so bad they just kind of put me in special ed, which was funny because my first year in high school,
We're gonna round up to retarded.
Yeah, my first year in high school, I was at one of the top 100 boarding schools in America.
Boarding schools.
Schools in general,
Yeah,
preparatory
yeah.
school. Like I got
Holy
a scholarship to go to this school.
Well, and then you got in a fight with that troll in the bathroom, and then they're like, "Man, we got to
no, it was a sailing captain in the living room, and I threw a table
Yeah, you
at
threw a
him.
table at a sailing captain. Was that Rod Stewart's son, or was that a different?
No,
story?
that was a hockey thing.
Wow.
There is so much information.
A couple altercations here. I like the Harry Potter.
Is that current enough for you, Hampton?
Yeah, 12 years ago. That's
That checks out.
sailing through
12
it.
years
Well,
a
yeah,
slave.
they-
Enough about Bane's marriage.
12 years a slave. I'm like 12 years married to an awful bitch.
You fucked Batman.
I mean, you stick to Cosby, all right? That Bane wasn't great.
Damn it. You put the pudding in the... I'm Bane Cosby.
Bane Cosby.
Oh, you see, Rudy.
So as an adult, I mean, how'd that all kind of like... Once you became, out of your parents' control, they sound a little weird.
My parents?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you were gonna guess what religion Tom was raised in, which one would you pick?
I don't know. Actually, I'm kind of bad at that because some I don't know how they view science
Okay.
and shit. Because I want to go really religious.
Yeah.
They were very religious.
They weren't?
They were.
They were?
Yeah.
I can't place it. I don't know.
Throw one.
No, because I keep thinking like Christian Science, and then I'm like, no, that's not what they do. Jehovah's Witness, not what they do. Jesuit?
Buddhist. I was raised a very religious Buddhist.
You were serious before.
I was, I told you. You didn't believe me.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Tom was on a Buddhist dance team as a child.
No, I'm just thinking about Anthony Jesuit.
Hip-hop Buddhist dance team, yes.
Wait, so Buddhists are super, like, closed off?
No.
White Buddhists are super closed off?
Well, no, it wasn't. I got medical help. They weren't, like,
Yeah, but you said, like, really religious.
No, they were very, you can be very religious and not.
Sure. Okay, yeah, I guess in my mind I'm, like, closed off, you know?
Yeah, they weren't.
That's what I associate with very religious.
No, they weren't.
Like Mormon or whatever, you know?
Yeah,
even Mormons who are very social, very closed off at the end of the day.
Yeah, they're pretty, they're very religious, but they're not like, no Latinos or whatever those other religions do. Like,
the 11th commandment.
Yeah. It goes,
they don't do any of that Mormon bullshit.
covering Mexican shit.
Moses, oh, by the way, the 11th one, no Mexicans or Japs.
And lo, the Lord said, no habla español.
Wow. So, I don't know. I mean, why were they putting you through all that? I mean,
what do you mean? They were.
I mean, you've had, like, probably some sort of, like, depression, mental imbalance.
Right.
It seems like such a harsher thing to go to a psych ward. Did you have, like, suicide attempts?
Oh, no, yeah, I had a ton of suicide attempts. It was every
ton.
time I went into, yes.
A metric ton.
It's hard to say exact number because
That's totally fine, dude. I'm a pussy. Don't worry.
Some people are like, is it a suicide attempt if you just start blacking out and swallowing piles of
Absolutely.
pills?
It is.
Okay.
There's ton with our podcast.
Oh,
I'm
so
starting
you
to
probably
look
haven't even fucked 69 people if you count like that.
They're not real people.
You made arm contact with someone on the bus, and you're like, well, 68's in the books.
I hover-handed the girl who plays Snow White at Disneyland.
Yeah, that means we did it.
Yeah,
We're going steady.
See, I don't count those because I don't think I was trying to kill myself. I think it was just like hurt yourself, and then I was having disassociative episodes.
I'm starting to look at a lot because for the podcast that I do, like I'm starting to look at a lot of cases of people just. Just people who overdose. That's a lot of times it's like, oh, that was a suicide attempt.
Yeah,
it's listed. It's like the law has to write it down as something. And oh, overdose technically, but you're like, yeah, but why did they take the whole bottle of pills? Let's think about that for 5 seconds.
I grew up with drug people, and like drug people generally know how much drugs to do. So if they're doing like a crazy amount, it's because they're trying.
But I want to clarify, it wasn't like narcotics.
Yeah, your mom is in the kitchen like
there's a bottle of
with
30
the
capsules of fucking Advil, and
You're just freaking out.
I'd come back, and then the bottle was empty, and I'd taste metal, and my stomach would be on fire.
Pantera? Is that? I think
one of the funniest is I had one of those, and I don't count those because I had very conscious, like, you're going to take 400 aspirin, and then you're going to hide under a bridge, and no one's going to like those were like
those were the definite.
Those are the ones that I counted.
Well, and they're like, where'd Tom go?
Like,
it's like, well, let's check the first place, obviously under the bridge.
He's there with Anthony Kiedis, just having a good time.
Even like the first of those three, I was like, did I really want to kill myself or just damage my body permanently?
Of course, yeah. I mean, honestly, it's all kind of the same at that point.
Yeah.
If you really are trying to get such a a lot of suicide attempts are just. What do you call it? Attention, and not attention getting, but
cry for help.
Cry for help,
Right.
And it's like, that's a lot of them, and it's like it doesn't dismiss it. It means you got to that lowest point.
Yeah. Well, I topped it.
What was making you that depressed at such a young age? Do you feel?
I mean, we're doing therapy with Hampton.
I'll shit on you while you're telling me.
Okay, just like my therapist. No, it was. I mean, it was an assortment of things. I had a lot of just kind of most of the suicide attempts, almost I'd say 90% of them, all except for one or two, it was based off of psychosis. Mm-hmm. So I thought,
sure, your things are out of control.
Your
brain's on fire.
Yeah, the main delusion that I had, and this is when I was 14, 13 going, it was early 14 going 15.
Nobody do the song.
When I was 13 going on 30, I developed perky little breasts.
13 going on 5150.
I developed a perky thought that I was the Zodiac Killer from the 1970s.
Jesus Christ, you fucking diva. You fucking diva. Jesus Christ. Not only am I a killer, I'm a famous killer.
Well,
it was not even just Todd with a knife. Like, no, I'm the Zodiac.
Zodiac.
It was the perfect one because no one caught him, and we had
Yeah.
similar. He was like a stocky dude, and
Oh, man.
I think he was like 5.
That's it. I think I'm Hitler. No, you just have shit on your lip, dude.
No, I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm becoming Hitler.
Heil
I'm
me,
pretty sure
bro.
I've been Hitler. Heil me.
No, I'll stay Hitler,
Just
fam.
have a chocolate mustache. No, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I hate Jews now.
Me and Kyle.
Heil. It's a self-salute.
But yeah, so that was
Damn,
so,
dude.
So I kept trying to kill myself to prevent myself from traveling back in time to stop those people from being killed, and then moving back forward in time to kill people in the future.
You became friends with a talking
none of
dog
that's your
who
fault.
helped you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's so crazy that's like you had to go through
It's
that.
always crazy because it's like Tom's one of my best friends, and it's like I've heard this story before. And part of me, like, my heart breaks for him, and then part of me is like, that is the plot of Looper. So
I watched that movie once, and I'm like, I really want to watch it again, but I can't do it for a couple of years.
Always with suicide, you need to like, oh man, my heart breaks for you, man. I just feel it so hard. Like, you just have to be like, that is a totally understandable situation. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Just validate like the fact that happened.
Yeah.
Is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean,
if you were the Zodiac killer, that would be so the right thing to do.
I have a famous friend.
Like if it turned out you were the Zodiac killer, like we found out you were right all along, and you didn't kill yourself, I'd be so mad at you.
I'd be like, Tom, I lived with you. What the fuck, man?
It is weird. I've been watching all the serial killer shit where they've caught people recently, and they always try to be like, we think also they might have been the Zodiac. It's
like, all
on
right,
top, it's
asshole.
like they just do it. It's like everyone is
They're putting
like
the hat on the
it's
hat.
so
Yeah.
sensationalized.
Yeah.
Oh, the Zodiac. If I could just be him.
yeah, I mean,
the coolest.
I wasn't like stoked on it. Like,
You were worried.
I
Yeah.
tried to kill myself pretty hard. Like, I went.
It's
I
like
went
in
hard
terms
in
of
the paint.
distinctions, that's like here's your medal. You have the world's smallest dick.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was that.
Your
was
dad
it.
puts it around your neck. Here you go. World's smallest dick.
And then I waited.
Why'd they
till-
even make this at the trophy shop?
Well, he's like, well, it's an old family heirloom. Let's just say you were made in a lab.
I see the mantle. Where's the trophy part? There's no.
It comes with his jeweler's loop.
Well, yeah, like then for that one, the first one involving that, I was like a sophomore in high school, and I like waited for like
I
my
think you homeschooled.
What I was
So you
homeschooled
went-
until 6th grade.
That's what I was saying.
And then I went
you
to-
had to go back to. You had to go to regular school after all that.
Regular's a stretch because I went
Public,
to
yeah.
I went to a charter school, which is a public school with like
Okay.
private fucking whatever.
Sure, yeah.
And
yeah, they suck.
it was Waldorf, so we had to like do dances around the maypole on like certain days,
man.
and we had like
I had to do
a
shit like that when I
bell
was a kid.
in the yard that
What?
they'd ring.
A
with
man
2
named
hands
Hampton had to
and-
dance around a maypole at school? No way.
Weird, like.
You get suspended if you wore like branded shirts. Like if it said Coca-Cola, they were like, "Get out of here!"
What's so funny to me is that like you were in the psych ward for thinking you were a time traveler, and then they sent you to a school from the 1800s.
Well, this is
like,
this is sixth
what kind of
grade.
fucking
I know.
army of darkness childhood are they fucking?
This
putting
is
you
all
through?
before. This is all before.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
after that, I went to a private school where it turned. I know.
Okay, big money.
And then it turns out they were run by objective
Jews. All right.
I wish
I wish.
I'd have an agent.
by the objectivists, which is Ayn Rand's like off-brain
Damn,
cult.
dude.
And they weren't like public with it, and I like kind of confronted them, like, "Why do you keep making me read the Fountainhead? I don't want to read this again."
Damn, they're like forming a cult.
And then I was like trying to. Here's the thing: they were like recruited people with no teaching experience who were objective from like Chicago and shit, and like that was they were like bad teachers. Like, and I was like, "Hey, this is kind of fucked. Like,
Yeah.
you're for sure kind of bringing up that what you think your morals are, and like if it wasn't a problem, I wouldn't have noticed." And they were just like, "Well, our beliefs are our beliefs." I'm like, this is. And then finally, I convinced my mom to take me out of school. We're like, "He doesn't finish his book report on the Ayn Rand book. He can't come back to school until he's finished it." And so they suspend me for not doing a book report on their fucking cult leader, that dead cunt. And then my mom was like, "All right, we'll go. Let's start public school." And that was yeah. But yeah,
Damn, dude, walk me through it. What were all your teachers' names? Wow, damn, dude.
this is the super abridged version.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
sounds weird though. I mean, it's a experience
What
kind
part?
of. Well, just that like your parents
I'm
sound
kidding.
pretty supportive, but
Yes,
like
they're supportive.
which is like most people who have like suicide attempts in their teens is like because their parents are being dicks.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's overwhelmingly what's going on. Is like your home environment is what's happening. But it sounds to me like your brain was melting and you weren't being medicated properly, and then just a bunch of other shit. On top of that.
there was
just
I
a
mean,
lot of stress because there's no stability.
Yeah, that is, there's other shit that I've kind of figured out. But
I raped a girl.
And I liked it.
There's other shit I can't go into.
I was just thinking. I feel like Hampton got really good at interviewing, so he wouldn't have to talk about himself. Because you were just like laser focused on getting all that shit out of Tom, and you're just like, oh, I'm unscathed
Like
here.
you took over, and all of a sudden, our podcast became a good podcast.
Oh yeah, all of a sudden it became you made it weird with.
So what's
Hampton.
up? We good? We good? We cool now?
It's a great day.
You want to come over and fuck my cats?
Yeah, Hampton has Obama on. He's
cute
like, so you're
names.
from Hawaii? Are you gay or something? Like,
I named my cats cute names like Pizza and Boomer. So I'm above reproach.
I want to hear about your suicide attempts.
Okay, I mean, listen to my podcast,
No.
dude. Get all the info.
Well, it's easy. I can tell you a funny story about one of my suicide attempts.
Absolutely.
it's called Los Amigos Muertos. It's on iTunes right now.
I took and these are this is an example of when I took don't really count. I took 50 Advil or something like that, and
little nightcap.
Well, one thing that I always kind of wonder in the back of my head when I've had half suicide attempts,
right?
And then you're kind of like, was I just fucking around? And it's like,
It's
when
like,
you,
do I
in
have
your
to leave
mind,
AA
you're like,
if I took an extra Vicodin for my knee? Like that kind of thing.
Well, if you're just like, okay, if I take this many pills, I'm obviously going to throw up.
Yeah.
See,
I'm obviously not going to be able to digest that amount.
I wish I would have thrown up. It just hurts.
Hurt like a fucking
yeah,
bitch.
no, and then,
No, you're
and I
describing
also,
the overdosing pain is insane. Like, what did it feel like?
Well, I mean, the worst one were the aspirin.
Okay.
And the aspirin I took, the most I took, I wasn't counting, but I had one of those giant,
yeah.
mega jars.
I didn't count all the jelly beans in the jar. I just ate the jar of jelly beans.
And I took
Sure, I didn't win the prize, but I mean, I wasn't exactly worried about it.
7 or 8 full handfuls.
Damn, bitch.
Which is
Slay.
Slay. Fucking brutal.
Yes, Queen. Brutal.
Fatality.
No wonder you taste metal. Babality.
probably around 300-400 aspirin, and it
I'm just picturing you
The math is off again.
moaning in pain, looking at an empty bottle of Advil, and just I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
My headache's worse.
Oh, it's such a spicy meatball.
I mean, it just feels like your stomach's on fire.
You ate 400 aspirin.
But you
Yeah.
didn't vomit? Did you shit a bunch?
No, I mean you're not gonna naturally. From my experience, you never naturally vomit. They give you.
Do you just have an iron stomach? Do you vomit a lot? Ever?
Yeah. I mean, when I'm nauseous.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's odd.
Not just regular, not like when you wake
People
up.
tend to vomit when they
Yeah.
over-medicate and stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
but those. I mean, I think those pills are also designed so that you don't.
No, man.
Do that?
Oh, man.
No. Aspirin is definitely watching their liability. They're not like, you can take as many as you want and just die.
That explains Bayer's new slogan: "Ride the lightning."
If I may, it kind of
and
sounds like
also-
Hampton is just a little bit of a bitch. I think.
Yeah. I am a
Yeah.
bitch. That is true.
Uncoded-
He was just a little bit queasy because he had too many pills.
Pukey bitch boy.
Oh my god, I smelled in a leaf. Now I'm queasy.
My tummy's grumbling.
Or any milk.
I'm
They
too
were
soft to die.
too. So they were in my system very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So there wasn't, maybe I absorbed them faster than I could throw up. But the funny story was, I did one of the blackout, take some pills, and fucking I come back to him. My dad's like, "What happened?" And I was like, I tried to."
son, I am a Buddhist.
He's a cracker.
So this is okay.
Oh yeah, it's like that guy in the Kung Fu, the choking dick guy.
David Carradine.
Yeah, you got it.
But we didn't want to go back to the hospital. So my dad,
Yeah, that'd be a real mistake.
Because the vet is closed on Sundays.
you want to do it on your own time. So my dad's like, "Stay here. I'm gonna go get some Epicac to make me throw up." And he comes back and goes, "They didn't have Epicac. I got you milk." and he just hands me a gallon of
fucking
milk.
funny.
He's like, let me put it in the sun for a couple days. This should work.
He just wanted you to chug milk till you
Nurse,
vomit.
microwave this milk.
Yeah, so
That's
I
such
dairy
a bro response. So funny.
Your dad's a Chad, dude.
Yeah, dude.
myself just chugging.
We need to get this guy some Alpha Brain right now. What I love about every story Top tells is that, like, even though I'm listening to the whole thing happen, it feels like I'm missing chunks of it somehow because everything is so...
I can't include everything.
No, it's not
Yeah,
your
yeah.
fault.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying that as a mark against you as a storyteller. It's just that everything that's ever happened to you is madness.
Tom, can I ask a sincere
I
question?
find with depression, a lot of times it is like, oh yeah, and this and this and this, because it's like
forget
it's not
shit.
just like
Yeah, yeah.
one day it just snaps.
No,
it is
it's-
a compounding of years.
I've like,
of things.
I've like
Right.
read like where the
Racing
less
thoughts.
like serotonin you have in your brain, the fewer memories you hold on to. You know, because I guess people are just
Oh, is
wired.
that a thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that makes so
Because
much
I feel
sense.
I like I try to remember my childhood. I'm like I don't remember anything. Like I just it's a vague swath of like I was at my grandma's house and then I was 23. You know, like that's kind of like with all this like mental health stuff. Like what do you think has been like the main thing that's sort of like because you're doing like so much better now. And it's just in the time I've known you, you've been doing.
Dude, you're
better.
fucking crushing it right now.
I really
crushing
am.
pills,
Yeah.
crushing
I have
life.
Punisher
Like-
shirts
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
You're
tap
taking
out
vengeance out on the
shorts.
streets.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
you
yeah.
own a whole
Cleaning
pair of
Talking
pants.
to people.
I'm cleaning up the neighborhood from all the wrong people.
The 11th commandment, people. What do you think has been the thing that's like kind of like helped like fucking get through this
It
shit?
can't be comedy.
Comedy actually
You think?
really helped, but it wasn't the main reason. It was, I think it had a lot to do with just unrepressing shit.
There you
Yeah.
go. It really is just being like, oh yeah, this definitely happened. It's very normal for me to have gotten super depressed and suicidal, and now I'm in it. I'm an adult, and
Yeah.
I'm not that person anymore. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
You made, you tried not to make it through, but you made it through. Despite your
Yeah.
best efforts, now you're here and you're fine.
Yeah,
You know, you're fine. Everything's fine.
Not fine.
the
You're
thi-
better. You're doing better than you were.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
thing is like
For
with
48 hours, I was crying in a mirror, shaving my head, but I'm like real good now. I was Britney Spears
I mean,
48 hours ago.
On a
but-
curve, you are
Oh,
fucking
yeah, no, that
Tim
is-
Ferriss.
yeah, it's all about just kind of knowing what sets you off, where it could go bad, and just
Yeah.
being like aware. Because
Yeah.
honestly, depression is awareness. A lot of times, I would say it's like.
Well, yeah, it's like if you're clued into the world, you're probably going to find something not to like.
There's that.
You know?
There's one. That's one reason to just be nihilistic. Say you're just aware of the state of the world. If you
Yeah,
even
yeah.
thought about what was going on in other countries, you'd be like, "Holy shit! I should kill myself from shame."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have it so fucking good here.
There's like awareness of yourself and your limitations that I think a lot like you're like people that work at Rite Aid as a fucking cashier like don't realize like you have a small limited sad life
Yeah,
you
or
know
you're
and
like,
that doesn't freak you out.
You're fighting with people who are close to you.
Yeah.
and you're just like, "Fuck! I'm so depressed. I just keep fighting." And it's like, well, yeah, because you're having these fights all the time. It's like,
Yeah,
how can
yeah.
you best move away from that?
Yeah.
And then you can be a #1 bad boy Patreon podcast.
Dude, let's start a motivational course where we're just
Motivational.
like, all right, man.
We just
fucking-
go to everyone that Tony Robbins said didn't get raped.
and we take those 8 people, all right, and we start a camp.
I'm just saying, if you got raped, you're a little bitch.
That's basically. Did you see his shit?
No.
Tony Robbins, like a woman was like talking about like the Me Too movement. And
Yeah.
it's a big stadium performance thing, and she's like talking about how it's like I got over that, and he was just like, honestly, people who use like being a victim to like make it their identity, that's very dangerous. And like the crowd was just like, boo. Like, we're all victims, you idiot.
Now pick up my newest book, Stop Crying, Faggot.
He had to like
It comes with a
walked it
kettlebell
back,
and
like,
some muscle
completely.
milk.
It has a foreword by the man that hurt you.
Yeah, he like kept walking it back and everything. It's like,
Jesus Christ.
you just misspoke. you
Is
piece of shit.
there any like self-help shit that's resonated with you? Because I always feel like a lot of that stuff is you kind of just have to figure like kind of homebrew your own thing.
It's all
No.
bullshit unless you don't want it to be.
No, the
if
only
you're
s-
like, I believe in this.
Yeah,
it'll
The
yeah.
only
help you
self-help thing
falsely.
I've found good was actually like weight loss stuff that I just saw on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
And stuff like very simple. Like I was like, oh, they broke it down in a very simple way, and that actually did. Like I was able to apply it to my life, and then
Yeah,
it did
yeah.
help my life for a lot of reasons. And only if to just see what life would be like not big.
Yeah, Tom thought he was the Zodiac killer. You just felt ugly and got all bummed about it. You're like, oh, I wish I wasn't so cherubic. This is so hard.
It's like if I start losing my hair, I'm like, I'm Dick Cheney.
Oh man, I had to wear a big shirt on Adam Devine's house party. This is the worst.
The closing joke on your album, man. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it is one
Spoil
of the,
it, bitch.
It's one of the fucking.
All right, so Thanos kills Hampton.
It's one of the like, it's so funny, but it's also very true. Because when I was on all those meds, I gained I was pretty much up to 300 pounds.
It sucks.
And your observation was completely. This is off the podcast.
Well, yeah. It's just like that depression is like it's just there, and a lot of times in your brain, you're like, it's because I've got this one thing.
No, you just have the natural state of being sad, and then just because you need to kind of think in like a logical, linear fashion, you attach it to something, and you're like, I'm sad because of my girlfriend, I'm sad because of my career, when actually that shit doesn't matter to you that much.
It's
you're
like
just
you
sad
have a
and you're looking
blown
for a
off limb.
reason. Yeah.
And you're like, why can't I lift that brick, with that arm? It's like, well, the problem isn't
how am I going to vandalize my Mexican neighbor's home?
Yeah, realistically, you have to use your other arm.
Yeah.
It's like shit like that.
That's
and it's weird.
Welcome
it's
to The Stranger with Hampton, where we talk through all of your depression issues.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, you just got to sit on your hand.
Just sit on your heart until it feels like your dad loves you.
Sit on your arm until it goes numb, and then hug yourself with
Guys,
it.
here's how you make a ready-made therapist. You sit on your hand until it goes numb, then you pick it up and you just go, "So right, so right, so right." I feel so right.
Oh
You
man,
feel so right
I've
now?
had a rough week. What do you think about that, madam? Oh yeah, man.
Connor, how about you, man? I mean, you seem like, hey.
What's your impression of me? Because
armchair-
we don't know each other at all.
Armchair diagnosis.
Okay.
You would seem like the most you've had a pretty normal life. Maybe you're a
Velvet
bit of-
armchair diagnosis.
Yeah. Maybe you're a bit of a deviant, but you seem like you've had a pretty normal life.
No,
Any depression?
Depression, yeah, for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever act out in a insane, in that level?
I mean,
most people don't.
Did you stab a girl for pizza or something? What was that story?
What? The story I told on the podcast last week?
The rest of the pod is just silent.
Redacted. Yeah.
Hey, wait, did you see that black girl and then you kicked her in the...
Connor, why do you cry when you drive past a Little Caesars? I don't understand. No, yeah. I mean, I would just kind of what I kind of found is I had this boring life, and I liked all these fucked up, interesting, artists or whatever. I was like, oh, I love Darby Crash from the Germ, all the people on your fucking podcast,
sure.
And I was like, I wish I was, yeah. Go listen.
We had Darby in the studio.
Yeah, Ian Curtis
he
on the
sings
mic.
better than he did before.
Just gas leaving the body.
Quick, let's do Ian Curtis Goes to Whataburger.
No, I get what you mean. I really fucking put a lot of suicidal,
up on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just I kind of wanted to be interesting, and then in my early kind of comedy life, I really sort of fucked up. I talked about this a lot last week with the MRSA, the flesh eating disease, and all that shit. I kind of, and I was like, oh, now I am interesting, and this sucks. This is not. I should have just been in the suburbs on the cul-de-sac, going to bed at 11 p.m.
It's somebody because I had the exact opposite thing as a kid, where my life was very interesting, and I was like, man, I would like to be boring.
No, yeah, I wanted to be like a tourist and struggle, which is really kind of a fucked up, stupid thing.
No, but
think.
I get that though. I think.
I guess it kind of makes sense, but it's by no means like a thing that anybody should do. If you have
on the next episode of Deep Boys, we get deep.
This is the most sincere. We're still.
I know. I kind of was like, I'm probably
other.
bringing this down.
No, dude, I love it.
The minute you want to talk about suicide, I'm like, yeah, I've got some.
I've got some opinions.
I'm keeping a timer. Every 15 minutes, I'll call Tom fat or you gay. And
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta take my birth control.
Bullying.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was just sad my and it was at a point where I started taking Zoloft, and I'm actually one of the people that works for pretty well.
Oh,
and because I was just like, all right, I go to bed, at the same time every night. I wake up early. I exercise 4 times a week. I meditate every day. I do what I love for a living. I love all my friends. I have a nice relationship with a woman. I love my family. And I was just like, I'm still miserable.
Wait, you have a girlfriend right now?
Not right now. No, I'm talking about like a few years ago when I started taking meds.
I'm talking a couple years ago when I was out.
No.
Yeah.
I'm alone now.
I was talking a couple years ago when my dick worked before Zoloft kicked in, and I didn't have to take 4 L-arginine to fuck a lady.
Do you have to preemptively if you're I'm probably gonna fuck tonight?
I like to have a 72 hours notice before I'm going to fuck. You know? You know what I mean? Because like
Countdown
training
to
montage.
Your dick's like that fucking horse town from Lord of the Rings where they have to light the different torches through the mountains for you to get erect.
I don't want to sell it. My dick
Sound
works-
the horn of Kano. That pussy approaches from the south.
No, it works okay. I've kind of gotten over that shit recently, where I've sort of figured out, like it's just a matter of like being in the moment, like not being like anxious or whatever, or like say, but it's just like I feel bad because it takes forever to come.
Just
I mean,
be yourself.
If you've ever taken antidepressant,
Everyone else is taken.
Well, I mean, like the joke about it is it's like it takes like an hour and a half to come, which sounds cool until your girlfriend fucks you like she's trying to start a ketchup bottle.
Yeah.
It really fucks with women because they'll be like, why don't you like me? Why don't you think I'm attractive? And it's like this is a drug thing. This isn't a your pussy thing.
I was going to talk about this in the bonus episode. This wasn't Zoloft, but so like fucking some of the meds you just don't ever come, which I mentioned on the bonus episode.
Yeah.
But then
Like,
after,
don't come at all.
That's the worst. Side effects include what it's called.
That's like a Robin Williams joke.
Oh,
I'm gonna hang
You'll chafe till your dick's a bloody stump, but you won't come.
Yeah.
But after you get on them, you just start coming instantly. So that's like it's the worst of
Once you
both
get off.
worlds.
Oh yeah, dude.
really?
When,
You
I-
become
when
like
I,
an
when I was
instant-
when I was
Yeah.
tapering on Zoloft, I feel like I'd be like in line at Flame Broiler, just be like, "Whoa, did I just have a wake wet dream because I saw a butt?"
Holy
you
shit.
know?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Shooting
Just
ropes
makes you
at a
horny.
flame
Because I'm on
broiler.
100 milligrams. I've gone down to like 25 every other day, and then my dick was just like, "Oh, we're back."
That
you know?
is really
It was like
the-
my dick put on the mask from the mask. You know? It was just like, "Hey,
Somebody stop me!
yeah, exactly." And then my brain was like, "I got this one," and I started crying. You know, I got sad again. Yeah, I don't have any exciting shit. Like I just was it's sad. I wanted to it's almost like I was like looking for a reason to actually be sad for a long time.
I
where I'm
think
just
a
like,
good point, and probably, man, a lot of your listeners are probably depressed as shit.
no, I get the messages.
but I mean, like-
you guys probably get a lot of messages.
Oh,
too.
Hi, friends.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But like, the scary thing about going to therapy is like, if I'm being honest with people, is like they're going to put you on some dosages, and then they're going to have to fix that.
Yeah.
They're not going to get it right. And that's scary to a lot of people because it's like I had like allergic reactions to shit.
Oh, shit.
I couldn't sleep for a couple days. Couldn't like use the restroom. It was like I was like, okay, I'm gonna die. I'll die like within 2 days here. Like that's what
Oh,
I had to go to the
man.
hospital and shit. And it's like it's
Well, yeah,
weird.
'cause they didn't
You
have
just
one
gotta
for
go
trans
through it.
people. Am
You
I
got-
right?
Trains people.
Yeah,
I
we're
like
gonna-
trains.
What, autistics?
Yeah, just like trains, dude.
He writes you a prescription. It just says one bra, Hampton. Yount. No, yeah. It is fucking. I know a lot of people. Like a good friend of mine is diagnosed bipolar, and she's like, I don't want to go through the rigmarole of like fucking. I'm just like, if
Yeah.
you just kind of get on the road of like,
brutal.
Yeah.
like crossing shit off the list, I know it sucks.
And I think
Because I know
natural
people
is-
who are like, I did it, and now I just never want to fuck. I'm like, you need to lessen your dosage.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
need to talk about.
Well, I
that
think
with
your
your
natural
guy.
assumption is
like
like-
that's not. You don't have to live that way.
You need to talk to your doctor about pussy. If you don't want to
had the
fuck,
Zoloft
pussy might be
conversation.
right.
Having
for you.
trouble? Fuck your doctor.
Yeah.
And there's also sometimes you just need to go to therapy and you don't need to be put on a med.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
balance.
But with the
It's a
med thing, I think
balance,
it's like you
right?
just assume with any other illness, like, okay, if I, have like kidney fucking AIDS or whatever, I go to the doctor, they know what to give me to make me not have kidney AIDS. But your brain doesn't work like that. So
Yeah.
it's like a weird, that troubleshooting is fucking terrible.
It's kind of these, like when I talk to people about it, I don't know if this is good advice. It's just like start trying shit. Like it just like, hey, meditating doesn't work,
Kind of
therapy doesn't work.
It's, it's making the whole just like, okay, I have to address this. We'll
Yeah,
change
yeah.
things, and you'll fucking ride high on that fucking like, I'm changing my life.
Yeah, like, I'm
it's-
trying something. It feels good
Yeah,
to try
it
something.
feels really good.
You know,
to try,
sometimes you
yeah.
buy a hat and you're like, oh, the fedora's not working, but I felt like, hey, maybe.
I know I'm a
maybe it
hat
will.
guy. Maybe it's a. Maybe
eventually-
it's a Nazi helmet. Or what? I had my
Ladies.
ear cut out. I
What
wasn't
was
sure.
what was you said that some of them you couldn't sleep? What was the longest that you?
Is that good,
because of
Hampton?
The meds you couldn't.
I mean,
sleep?
I'm a pussy. It was only 2 days.
2 days. I mean, that's still a long time. I
Yeah, I had to like
yeah.
drive home from college and shit, and I was just kept driving.
Yeah, I had.
I just kept driving.
Just kept driving, dude. I left in the middle of the night. I was like, all right, well, I'm either going to be dead or or got to go to a
let's ride this
hospital.
shit out.
So I'll let my parents take me to the hospital instead of me just going to the hospital. Because it was like just that age. You're like, I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what to do.
Mom.
Did you guys ever cold turkey off a med? That's what caused mine. Is like
No,
cold
I ha-
turkey.
Cold
never-
turkey off a med?
Off
I've never really
antipsychotics.
gone on meds.
Okay.
Because I've never had like it's never been diagnosed as like bipolar or anything. They're just like, you're depressed.
Yeah.
You can either change a lot of your life.
Any reason you're like reticent to try it? Not that I think you should if you're doing okay.
I don't know, and actually I probably should. I mean, I've definitely been like self-medicating over like the last couple of years, and it's really fucked up my career and my life.
You know what's funny is one main reason I actually went on antidepressants is I saw this bit that Joe DeRosa did, and I was like, it's a really good bit. And I like his comedy a lot.
He's awesome.
Was it the bit where he left? You're like, I was depressed.
No, and then we had him in the studio, and he was the most unstoked human being. It was so funny. And I was gonna be like, I'm actually, you actually kind of changed my life in the weird way. It was cool. And then
really?
And then he was just like, exactly.
Oh, it's cool, man.
Yeah, you ever seen heavy metal? Just like,
yeah,
that was funny.
He's the guy who will never figure it out. You can't look like Jared from Subway.
We saw him
at
we saw him at Starburns Audio, like walking out of a meeting as we were walking in, and he's like, "Where's good for lunch around here?" And I was like, "Dude, Costco lunch right down the street." And he's like, "Hell yeah!" Like, he was like so fucking. He was like, "That was exactly what I wanted to hear."
You know what's great next to Starburns is what is it? Chili John's. Chili John's. It's just down the street.
That sounds like an establishment they'd go to in Family Guy.
Chili John is like a blues man.
Dude, it's Guy Fieri approved.
Oh, dude.
What?
So
Kid tested.
he spray painted his emblem on the side of the restaurant. It's just like a Guy Fieri, like, wow.
A lot like in The Dark Knight Rises when Bane takes over and they miss Batman, so they paint him up on the wall.
Full circle.
You were born in Batter. I adopted it.
You were merely born in Flavor Country.
You merely adopted Flavor Country. I was born in it.
Oh, God.
We'll break
Dude,
that.
should we flavor blast over to the mailbag?
Yeah, we'll do that. Anyone else have any sad thoughts they need closure on?
I think I'm good,
I mean,
man.
I could go for years.
Could go
on
on
and on.
Man.
This was a great conversation, guys. We'll be right back to answer all your questions, your voicemails and shit in the Mean Boys mailbag in just a minute. Don Carlos Taco Shop is the #1 destination for podcast-themed burritos in North America.
That's right. If you're in La Jolla, California, you probably already know about Don Carlos. But if you don't, go to Don Carlos Taco Shop right across the street from the La Jolla Comedy Store.
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of different things you can eat. Some of them are
Tacos,
vegetarian.
burritos, vegetarian if you're, gay.
Well, dude, I don't like that. But go to eataburrito.com. Check out their very non-homophobic, inclusive website. This is the only burrito, for my knowledge, that is not actively supporting the Westboro Baptist Church.
It's true.
And you should eat there because Don Carlos sponsors the show, and it's actually very, very good.
I'm Mr. Labor.
Shut your
and
fat hole. Shut
I
your shit-eating mouth.
love their California burritos with French fries and sour cream, and it's fucking delicious.
I don't. This is not. It's not even so bad. It's good. It's just bad.
Go California.
Oh, my God, shut up.
The Mean Boys podcast is back, dipping into the Mean Boys mailbag to read your questions. Listen to your voicemails. Play the air horns. That's the new.
It's a boating accident.
Blood in the water.
It's almost like when the
Where's my
Joker
son's
loaded
leg?
the convicts up in the
Bane's
Batman
not
movie
in that one.
before Dark Knight Rises. When Bane shows up.
Shagadelic, baby.
Dude, hell yeah. All right, guys. Angel Escalante writes, if they were to make a movie about you guys, which
a porn
actor
name.
would you like to play you? It is, yeah. It was my first pet in the street I was raped
Mexican
on.
wrestler.
It was the first. Okay, so I'm Hobbs Fairfield. That's my porn name.
What's the question again?
If you're going to make a movie about you, who would you want to play you?
Oh, man.
Yeah. I did
Well,
not.
this will be tough because we'll be old and all the actors will be dead that we know. So we'll have to decide.
Tom, what?
I mean, that makes perfect sense. It would be some undiscovered 8-year-old right now who looks like Keith Carey.
That's a good point. Oh, that poor kid.
All right,
So if we reverse time, who would be?
Or like if they made it right now.
I mean, probably the cutest of the Stranger Things kids for me.
Oh, yeah, you get that Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah.
Oh, not the
And
girl?
that's not a porn name?
Not the shaved head girl.
Who's the serious version?
No, that's the shavehead girl, Tom. Yeah.
She gets a real gnarly thyroid
Yeah,
problem or
yeah.
stung by a lot of bees or something.
Who's the serious version of Michael Cera?
Jesse Eisenberg?
Yeah.
The serious version.
The dramatic reboot of that human being.
Yeah.
That's Connor?
Yeah, I could see some.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Maybe
Connor's not funny.
What about the
so
guy
that
from
makes sense.
Baby Driver? Because I got Baby Driver.
Oh, yeah, you got Baby Driver all
Sure.
day.
Yeah,
Ansel Einhorn or whatever.
I'm a baby. I kind of didn't like that movie.
I kind of loved it, but it's also
fucking
retarded.
hated it.
It was just like, oh, okay. what?
I felt like the only person who didn't like that movie. I'm like,
That movie could
tried
just be called
rewatching
Edgar
it.
Wright Wants to Fuck His Own Record Collection.
Yeah, there it is.
Yo, where you stand on Drive, Hammy?
Drive's really good. I don't know if I'll watch it. I mean, I'll watch it again. It's just going to be a while. I've seen it like 3 times. It's really good. But then I'm like, this is like, it's just maybe a little boring now because I've seen it so many times.
Yeah,
What about-
Now I'd have to wait a bit to enjoy it again.
in the same kind of genre, Place Beyond the Pines.
Oh, that movie's awesome. dude.
Yeah, okay.
That movie's fucking dope, dude.
It's the better version of Drive in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing about Drive is it's like stylistically amazing, and there's like,
But there's not much
legit shots happening in there that are
substance.
like, whoa, you could dissect how that went
We
down.
get it. You know cinematography.
But like,
Wow.
Wow.
Hampton went to community college.
You watch YouTube
And
videos.
look-
Wow.
Yeah.
Perfect
Wow.
shot. Good for you.
Dude, you read Save the Cat. Good for you.
Every frame is a painting, and it's just the way I believe. It's just
All right.
what I believe.
Who wins in a fight? A guy with a whip or a guy with a bat?
That's a question for Twitter or just a thing you thought?
No, it's a question from Twitter.
Absolutely bad.
I think it's bat.
Hang on.
Absolutely.
Although if
bad.
it's like Steel Whip, I don't know.
does the guy
Steel Whip?
hang on.
Is this a Soul Calibur
You're thinking of a chain.
I'm thinking of a metal ass picnic is what I'm thinking of. Steel Whip.
Soul Calibur?
I'm fighting Ghost Rider in this scenario.
Here's what I'll say. It depends.
Is it a
on
metal bat?
The size of the room, because it has
Okay.
a lot more reach.
Let's say
You're
it's
giving
keep 'em at bay.
very measured answers to these questions.
say it's
You're thinking
outside
outside the
open
box.
You
field.
gotta just keep them at bay and just like whip it real good, and then you
Yeah, yeah.
you're gonna eventually.
My mom and I were
apart.
talking the other day that like we were talking about my sister's kids, and like kids of course are more like sheltered now and everything. We were just like, man, remember when Dad would just come home and give us all bullwhips and machetes? Like, and we were like 6 years old. And, like I did like whip marks on our eyes, like because we just try and whip each other's faces. Like,
Came home from a
just, like,
safari.
so goddamn dangerous.
Was he like big game hunting?
He traveled. Like
That
his
seems
job
like
would
some
be
like. I
traveling
feel like you
all
come from like weird rich white hobby kind of family. You know, where
Not
he just-
hobby, but
All right, yeah.
white.
It was a lifestyle.
Made some money. But I mean, my dad just traveled all the time because
Okay.
that was his job. So he'd go to Mexico and be like, I brought back bullwhips.
I brought back a slave.
And machetes.
Guys, check it out.
Sometimes it would be like, here's a statue of a slave.
Hampton's dad is Ernest Hemingway. That's why he started a suicide podcast.
yeah.
Some similarities.
Yeah, well, you changed his name from Kipling. Yeah. Well, dude, that'd be so great. You get a slave and you name it as a kid, so there's a grown Mexican man named Flapjacks. And he's just like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was just one of the only words he knew.
Slaves are back.
I think the whip
They're
thing is-
cool now.
If the guy knows how to use the whip, I think he wins. But if he's just an
How do you
amateur
use
with
the
a
whip?
I gotta figure it's bad
Here's
because you
the
just
thing.
rush and
Yeah,
close.
but all you got to do is dodge one bat swing, get behind him, choke him with the whip.
Oh yeah, but
Oh,
interesting.
Oh, that's not gonna. That's
Yeah,
not.
you just choke him with a whip.
No, wait,
like it's
wait,
like
no,
no.
What you do is you.
Okay, hang on.
No.
Here's what you
I didn't realize you guys were all
Here's how
witsmen.
simple
Look,
you
look,
can
I'm sorry that was dumb. But then what you got to do is you just keep him at a distance. You whip his legs so you damage his mobility, and then you just
Tom.
fucking.
Oh wow.
Tom.
It was like you. Everyone was like, "Oh, Keith's retarded," and you were like, "I show you
Why?
retarded."
Why do you think
You're like every nerd that's like, oh, Batman could beat Superman if he had enough prep time.
Why do you
He
think
just
that-
needs the prep time. You don't understand. He needs the prep time.
In MMA, why do you think they kick the legs to slow the opponent
Because
down?
that's literally half of the
prep
Why
time-
do they kick the legs?
Strategically.
Oh,
They
okay.
kick the legs to slow the opponent down.
Because it's not boxing.
Yeah.
Kick.
Prep time. 3 o'clock after lunch
Yeah,
when
yeah,
Keith takes
That's
his
the same
pills every
reason
day.
boxers go for the body.
gonna
They're
dig a
trying
hole.
to slow down the body. They're
All
trying
I
to keep the
imagine
breath
is
down.
if you have a bat, you hold it with both hands on each end, running up, so that way if they try to whip your face or try to get the whip, the bat out of your hands,
Yeah.
you got it.
Yeah.
There's,
All right.
It's not going to
I'm
hit you.
amazed- Tom,
Run up to the motherfucker, and then you beat them to death.
Here's what it is.
Tom, you are the juggernaut of bad opinions. You cannot be stopped.
I
You
thought
have
of
been
great
talking
points.
about this whip
No,
strategy.
this is a great question. It's either a dumb guy versus bat versus whip.
Dumb guy? Oh, God.
Dumb guy
See,
versus
the
bat.
fucking-
Dumb guy versus whip.
level
Dumb
of
guy with bat
details.
wins. Smart guy with whip. Smart guy with bat. Smart whip wins, okay?
Smart.
I got the
Smart whip, dumb bat.
Tom, what the
Okay.
flying dick are you talking
Yeah.
I'm talking about
okay.
intelligence and weapons.
No. Okay, look. If whips,
Weaponry, sorry.
Here's
I
the
wanna
thing.
be
If
informal.
whips were a proven good weapon, you would see them in gangland shit. But you see bats used daily
You see
for
bats?
murder.
Yeah, by
It's a
Like,
little bit of a
it's not
swishy
even-
move
it's not
to show up
even
with a whip,
disputed.
though.
It's not even disputed.
It's not. It doesn't have the
But the guy with the
machismo.
bat is always fighting someone with no weapon. No, I have bad opinions.
Tom was so wrong, he broke the mic.
Yeah, this fell over because I was yelling at you, and I accidentally turned the mic all the way up.
When was the last time you saw someone with a bat fight someone and win without another weapon? The other person's always unarmed.
How many bat fights have you watched?
Plenty. All right.
Plenty.
There's a baseball field near my
I grew
parents'
up in
house.
Brooklyn, 1960.
Yeah, I grew up in the movie The Warriors.
Every news story. A bat is one of the least effective fucking.
How? How is a bat one of the
This is
least
not lethal.
effective?
It's you.
Are
have
you
to,
out of your fucking
You have
mind?
to hit him
Okay,
on the head. A
you run
knife-
up, you bite the head off the bat,
So
you disorient
see
him.
where the swing's coming from. A knife, you can hide it.
I guarantee
You
you,
are
if
still
I had a
talking
good
about this.
running start with a bat to your chest, I could kill you. I could literally
Running start,
fucking
I would-
bruise you
yeah.
so bad you're
but
fucking.
How dumb would I have to be like, right here? You gotta hit me right here, Hampton.
Well, I think he'd figure
All right,
it out.
all right.
He knows where the
You know
heart
what,
is.
Tom?
Right, I would be moving
Tom?
out of the way.
Tom, I like your opinions, but they're wrong. And also, your hero, the Punisher, has used a bat way more than he's ever used a
Sure.
whip.
Oh,
There you go.
shit.
You're
He's a
the fucking
mythical
hero.
creature. I'm talking about real life.
No, he's a real guy, dude. His family's dead. Have some respect.
Talking
Jesus
about
Christ.
real life.
Support our troops.
You're like the
man.
guy. You're like the guy who's wearing the Che Guevara shirt. And
Yeah,
doesn't
dude,
know who he
welcome
is.
home,
That
Vietnam
did a lot of
vets. Thanks for your service.
But you can
Yeah.
see
Salute
how
with
they're
one
not-
finger.
There's a parade.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Tom on this, though, honestly.
A knife, you can keep.
I'm
that
with
hand in-
whatever makes Tom stop yelling the words bat and whip.
I'm telling you, I know a lot about.
Tom, you know nothing about
You're
anything.
saying a whip.
I used to think I was a Zodiac. Don't tell me
That
I don't know
doesn't
about
mean, yeah,
weapons.
you weren't.
Let me ask you one more question. Have you ever used a whip in your entire life?
No,
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I have not used a
Have you
whip.
ever hit somebody
I
with a
had
bat?
whips my entire
Have you ever-
childhood.
have you ever hit
grew up
somebody
with
I've had
whips?
bats
Oh, I was
swung-
raised around horses. I know.
I just told you my dad would come back with bullwhips since I was 6. Like every year, he would bring us whips and we would just whip each other. They're very, they're not a good weapon. They're for
cool.
show. They're just for show.
they're fancy.
You'd use it to train animals. You don't kill people. Like literally, the number of people ever been killed or hurt with a whip is so A bat, my friend. It's
Yeah.
simple. It's a club.
Okay.
It's
I mean,
utilitarian.
you can't get a whip at Sports Chalet, though.
utilitarian.
A whip. See, here's
Do
the
they
thing.
still
I
have
don't know.
Sports Chalet?
I have no idea.
All right.
I need a different question to get asked.
Okay, so
Have you ever used throwing stars?
can
Every
we-
kid got
Can we
those.
get an MST3K style show, but with the Mean Boys characters and Tom just being Tom instead of bad movies? It's just weird porn. We're actually going to Vegas to do exactly that.
Yeah, we're filming that for Pornhub.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're roasting porn stars.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Porn stars or porn?
Porn.
both,
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of. Yeah,
Wait,
it's
what
Oh,
gonna
you're
was
gonna
their
look over
request
footage and
for
like
me?
Basically,
Yeah.
we
Cool,
can't say
cool.
who, but yeah, one porn is going to come in with her shit, and we're going to make fun of it with her in the room.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be-
Stormy Daniels. You guys got her.
We could get her.
Yeah, the exclusive. If you had,
Wait, why
if you had
is
an
Barry
action
in there?
figure, what bodily orifices would it be designed best to fit into?
Dickhole.
Oh wow.
Well,
That's not good.
everything
It's
goes
so
in a butt.
it's so hard to get anything.
No
to-
one's marketing to the dick hole.
You're
It's
right.
It's a niche market.
Catheter Man, the
Yeah.
doll,
Hell
and it
yeah.
just goes up and helps your child pee.
Fucking needle Steve.
Like they market it to kids like Catheter Man, it's cool.
Whoa.
You jam his head up your pee hole.
Yeah, you see the googly eyes looking back up at you. So it's like, oh, you got a buddy down there.
If you could instantly revive one TV show that was canceled before its time, what would it be? Roast Battle. All right, I need another $1,200.
The Simpsons, 100%.
Mystery Science Theater 3000. Not the old one. This one that's yours that's going away pretty soon. I
100%.
want you to work, dude. I fucking
100%. I would like that too, but that doesn't even happen.
I don't know. I don't know.
King of the Hill, maybe?
King of the
Oh,
Hill,
yeah,
maybe.
actually.
King of the
Yeah.
Hill, if you kept like Mike Judge running it, kept like standard people.
I'd like a next generation Star Trek reunion.
A lot
Don't
of
they have a Star Trek right now?
They do. It's really good.
Oh,
You won.
okay. Fucking loser. Jesus Christ. So proud.
Dude, I never tried to kill myself. All right.
Yeah, that's your problem.
All right.
Gotta have a little humility.
I got a little business to tend to.
himself to death.
I'll also say you were a child, okay? How you can't get enough strength, but fucking child.
I
You
got one.
weak
I got
fucking child. You
one
don't look like you have
every
enough
year.
strength now.
I would get a new one.
Okay.
Till I was like
Hang on.
17.
Here's what's going to happen. Next week, Hampton's coming back. We're giving him a bat. We're
Hampton's
giving you a
never
bat.
coming
let's
back.
do it.
Hampton's not answering a Facebook message from me ever again.
This one was a real misfire.
Yeah. Okay, would you rather have superhuman strength and every time you use your strength you had explosive diarrhea, or be able to fly and never poop again?
Shut up.
There's a lot of well, if you can never poop again, does that mean that you every time you eat you just get fatter and lumpier?
Does flying burn calories?
Yeah, I'm wondering how that not pooping works.
Okay,
Do you
but,
just
like, is
die
it-
from cystic, shock?
Here's my
just have a
question.
dope
is
week
it like a
before you
professional
get, like-
whip, or is it like, are we talking like a whip you made yourself?
It's not a show whip, okay? It's a fucking whip.
It's a metal whip, like
It's-
Connor
it's-
suggested.
Hey
It's
man.
one thing.
metal whip.
It's an overseer's whip. It's a
Oh yeah, that's up.
style of whip.
I forgot that Brandon lives here for a minute, and I just got really
You
scared.
fucking skateboard?
To work, yeah.
What?
Like 0.8 miles.
Nice, dude.
All right, well, we're going
Damn.
to keep doing
I like that
this.
you. I think you decimal numbers on the number of miles it was.
You've never more looked like a junior college Japanese business student. Like it's
Oh, that's real good for the people that are in the room and not listening at home. Not for the dozens of you that listen at home. Okay, we got some voicemails here. This one I think is Dave Ross.
Oh, really?
What's your favorite nu metal? Hey Hampton, what's your favorite nu metal band?
I don't know. Maybe that's Dave.
Is it? Because does his number start with 617?
Gotta look it up. Let's look.
Because I feel like it's got to be someone that knows you that's trying to fuck with you. I mean, unless you do like nu metal, where you stand on snot.
No, that's not Dave.
It's not Dave. Okay.
Where do I stand on nu metal?
Yeah. Do you have any favorite nu metal bands?
Yeah, I like it. I don't have any more. It's like, it's like asking, like, who's your favorite disco act?
Calling new metal
Calling
metal
disco.
seems weird, because at this point it's like 20 years old.
Yeah, exactly. It was a while ago.
New metal is old metal, and old metal is just metal.
All right. Well,
It
we
was
got.
okay. It was a good time. Corn was fun.
I like
Linkin
Korn.
Park was fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, yeah,
Linkin
like if you
Park's
listen to
new metal?
Last Resort by Papa Roach and you don't feel like doing push-ups, you're a fucking weakling.
Yeah, dude.
You're not a man, dude.
I tried to kill myself with that song. I have a I was 14.
Holy shit, Shocker of the Year award.
You know, like, I also did it.
I tried to kill myself to the Suicide song.
You know what I love? I love the idea of like your folks coming in, finding your body, and being like, "All right, we're gonna tell people, but let's tell them it was a better song."
It was 5 years by David Bowie.
If anybody asked, it was Eleanor Rigby, and he wasn't a fag. So.
I'll be fair. It was my suicide prep song. If
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
so you
was
made
like,
yourself. You shook up a muscle milk, you know, and
Yeah, if I- like-
and you burned some ants with a magnifying glass.
writing a note, like cleaning my room, like locking the door. It was more of a prep song.
Cut my life into pieces. Now I will clean my room. Now I'm dusting. No rubbish.
Wish my parents would have bought me the Roomba.
All right, we got one more from one of
Now
our.
I'm imagining me just dead on the ground in the room, and just bumping into my head repeatedly.
All right, guys, that's a good image. One more voicemail from one of our favorite voicemailers.
Hey, Hampton.
Hey, what's up, mean boys? This is Short Bus Murphy calling again.
Short bus.
So between this most recent episode and the Annabelle and Zuela podcast that Keith did, I'm fairly certain you're just my fucking Tyler Durden that's like lived my life secretly that I don't know about. If we ever get a chance to meet, we can share some meth mom, crack mom, fucking fucked up at Buca de Beppo stories. It's really odd. And you mentioned how fucking you moved to Florida for motorcycle school. I'm fairly certain Nazi's stepdad would have been in class with my roommate at the time. I don't know. Wanted to share that weird little misconnection.
I don't even know,
fucking tidbit since Craigslist isn't around anymore. You guys are the fucking best. See you later.
See, this is why Trump should have taken out the misconnection on Craigslist. That was...
Yeah, dude. Fucking Short Bus
Yeah.
Murphy.
That guy sucked your dick.
I don't short bus after every call Short Bus Murphy has made. I don't want him to think we're very similar.
Hey,
It's
man,
sad.
I just
Why
want
would
you to
you
know if I
love
meet
it?
you, I'm going to cut off your face and put it on my
I
face.
just want you to know that no matter what I do, I sound like I'm jerking off while I'm doing it.
But like a depressed jerking
I
off.
love you. It's like you're Florida
Dude,
and I'm
there's-
Florida, and we should drink fucking Oxycontin and
I
jerk
like
yourself
Short
off.
Bus Murphy.
I did-
He's admitted to the most felonies on our show.
He's got great stories, and there's a thread in the Meme Boys Reddit right now where they're like, "Does anyone else get nervous to leave a voicemail because the guys are kind of mean?"
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry guys, we're just razzing you. We do appreciate it. 304-805 me is where you call.
I'm not. Was that Casey Anthony's boyfriend? Come on. you come from Florida, you're trash.
Small corpse in the back of a car.
Small corpse.
Oh, dude, Hampton, fucking thank you for coming and
Small
doing the show,
Corpse is
man.
the name of my new metal band. Check me out.
Spelled with a Z somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks for
yeah.
having me, guys.
Yeah, dude. Fucking check out Suicide Buddies. There'll be a link for that in the show notes. You got any dates coming up you want to plug?
And also, everyone fucking check out his album.
His albums
It's
are
one of
fucking
the
great,
best
man.
albums I've listened to.
I don't want to stand out on you, but I'm always like, you know what? You can actually be funny and kill and then not be a hack. Like, it's like it's possible. So
No,
stop.
I'm a hack. It's
So
fine.
stop writing jokes about Mexicans, Connor. So I look up to you, and you're one of my favorites.
Yeah,
So fucking-
follow me on at Twitter, like at Hampton Yount, and because I'm coming through Chicago to record another album, and if people want to find
absolutely.
out about that and come out,
when you do, we'll put it in our email blast
sometime in July.
Yeah,
Thanks,
dude.
man.
Fucking come see Hampton, Chicago. Come see me in fucking Austin, Texas, headlining the Velve June 15th and 16th, and taping that set for True TV May 23rd in Chicago at the Promontory. Link for that will be in my Instagram bio. BlacklistNYC.com/laugh tracks. LAFF spelled as obnoxiously as possible.
May 23rd, I'll be at Rosie McCann's in Santa Cruz. The 24th, I'll be at Laughs Unlimited in Sacramento. The 25th and 26th, I'll be in Blue Lake and Ukiah, doing various bowling alleys whose names I cannot remember. But come to those shows. They're all pinned on my Twitter.
Yeah.
Follow me at Keith Tells Jokes and all the everything.
Yep. Come see us in Vegas, May 30th, Denver, June 1st. We'll have bugged you about that in the intro already, of course, but we can't wait to see you guys.
Tom, anything to plug?
No.
You were like
I
looking
spent
at your
so much
phone for
time
so long.
trying to get to the
You
folder.
were about to start a game of Frogger and then got nervous. That's what happened.
I spent all that time going like, where's the page with my list of shows? And I got there, and it said,
And it was like, oh, how did I type a tumbleweed?
Nice. But the good news is you guys can book me on any day coming up.
Listeners of the
in the next 3 months.
podcast, book Tom.
You can, I'll do your living room. I'll do a set in your fireplace if there's no fire. Kitchen on top of your
I'll do a
microwave.
set like Dumbledore, communicating with you from beyond the grave. Put the magic powder in, and then Tom will Skype himself over and yell at you about the short bus.
Hey, your gas money and a meal, I'm all good.
You diva.
That's what Amy Schumer charges.
Well, the meal, it's like $3 million.
Jeez alone.
Fat jokes, guys.
Oh, man, what a fat lady. Tuba gals.
You guys should follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GosGos6. That's cool.
That's his real Twitter
That's,
handle, Hampton. That's the best.
I'm writing it down.
All right, guys. That's it. Thanks.
Fuck everything. God is dead.
Crazy.